And welcome everyone to another Scrappin' Irish Sunday night live chat. So hope everyone find everyone in good form. Hope everything went well. Hope you've plenty of scrap. Let me just move my camera slightly to center myself a bit more. There we go. So I hope everyone is well, and hope you're all in good health and getting plenty of scrap and e-waste and stuff like that. So if you're new to my channel, thanks for joining, and anyone that's already been there before, thanks for sticking with me. As you've seen in my last video that I had out on Thursday night, I got my big e-waste pickup, and my first proper e-waste big pickup that I've done. So I'm still working on part of it here, which is the pins that I'm removing from all the little connectors from the IDE connectors. So I'm pulling all them pins. So as I'm talking to you tonight, I'll be still removing them pins. You can see they're in there. Very low quality gold, I must say. The gold quality on them is very low. All I'm doing is using a little what I think was Raphael Scrapper had told me to use, and he's dead on. I used to use little pliers, but these are far better than anything that I was using before for this. So it's just a matter of taking out the center like that. There will be a video, of course, coming on all this stuff, and then I just put that on one of the little pins, and there we go. We have our, let me see if I can get it into focus. There we go, and you can see the tiny gold flashing on the ends compared to the rest of it, and that little tinge of gold. But that's it there. Now, anyhow, let me before I start into the show properly, let me see who's been in the chat from the start. Electronic Scrapper was the first guy in tonight. So Electronic Scrapper, thanks for dropping in as usual. Brizzy Boy, there we go. Brizzy Boy can comment now again. We've solved that problem for him at last. Gibby the Scrapper, welcome. Don't think you've been in before. Maybe you have. Maybe I've missed you in before. If you have, or if you've changed your name from your channel or anything, more than welcome. And hope you enjoy the Scrapping Irish Sunday Night Live and the chat we'll have with a few other scrappers, hopefully, when they come up on panel. And if you have any questions or anything like that you want to ask, there's no problem. How long did it take to get those subs? My subs, oh, I'm at it how long now? I'll be 4 years in March, I think. So it takes a long time to get the subs. There's plenty of, you'll see guys coming in here with a lot more subscribers than me, and they're doing it in a lot quicker time than I am. But it all depends what you're trying to get out of YouTube. The subscribers mean nothing, and that's the truth, Gibby. Because I might have some subscribers there, but I might never see them watch any of my videos or anything like that. So it's more try and get a good group and try and get people. Monetization is not everything. If that's what you're thinking about money on this, I'm in it 4 years, and if I've got maybe $150 out of YouTube in 4 years, so it's going to cost you a lot more running a YouTube channel than what you get out of it for small YouTubers and stuff. It's more about sharing my passion for taking out and getting e-waste and trying to recover the gold that I do it for. So hopefully you might get a few more subscribers later on tonight. Let me see who else is in there. Gibby, Brizzy Boy, again, Electronic Scrapper, hey, Shark Scrapper, nail clippers, pin puller. Yeah, not a nail clippers. I wouldn't put, unless you've got really thick nails, you need something like that to clip your nails. You might need to go and see chiropodist, isn't it? That looks after your feet. So you might need to go and see one of them, Shark. Everyday Solars, how do? Welcome in. Great to see you. Let me see who else there is in. Gibby's there again, saying hi to Shark Scrap. So Gibby, I say is a new channel. How long have you been doing it, Gibby? And what's your channel about? Obviously scrapping, but is it street scrapping? Is it whatever? Just tell us there in the chat if you want. You can also hit the little link that'll bring you up on the panel. You can tell us all. You can chat. There's no problem. Everyone's more than welcome to come up on the panel and chat away. Let me see. Gulf Coast, welcome. How do, my friend? How are you getting on out there? Hope everything is good. So while we're doing that, I'm going to start. Well, there's no one up on the panel. I'm going to start. So as I said, most people have seen my video. Well, to anyone that hasn't seen it, what have you been doing that you haven't seen my biggest e-waste pickup ever? Shame on you if you haven't watched it yet. But yeah, so I have to try and get through that to get into my shed, because if anyone watched that video and watched it all the way through, they will see that the little bit of space I've left in my shed to get in to do anything, so I have to try and clear as much as I can. And I've started with the IDA pins and stuff like that. Again, there will be a video coming up on that in not this Thursday week. Every 2 weeks I put a video. Steve, welcome in. How are you doing, my friend? Good to see you. What's the weather like out your way, guys? I think it's -1 tonight over here. Heating is on, fire was on. I was sitting in front of the fire watching something on TV, and I go, oh, I better go up and get this going, because got my Christmas tree up today as well. So that's done, out of the way. I know compared to Shark Scrapper, he has his Christmas tree up for 6 months now, is it, I think? Oh, I hear, oh, I shouldn't have mentioned his name, should I? It's like Ian Matthews. Mention his name and he's sure to appear. So is it 6 months that Christmas tree is up now? Hold on. I mean, Jesus, there we go. Is it 6 months you have your Christmas tree up?
No, not 6 months. They went up a week or so before Thanksgiving.
Hey, Shark, is it too early for this?
No, you can put it on all you want.
Yeah, I seen you. You should know by now, if you're asking me a question and I give you an answer, it's always going to be due with chemicals. My first go-to is going to be chemicals.
Yeah.
I'm not going to come with, I try cutting that off, or I try doing that. Oh no, stick it in some sort of acid.
Yeah, just go with chemicals. Acid. Just acid. Just go.
Yeah, just stick it in acid and see what happens. Brizzy boys at 20 degrees. We're -1. What's it in Florida?
Oh, it's warm. 80 something, I think. Wait a minute. Let me check real quick.
Was Park Nest in there? Park Nest, I think I missed them coming in. Park Nest, how do?
Really? It was only 73? It sure felt warmer than that.
Oh, only 73. Yeah. We're -1, which whatever that would be in your fake temperature readings.
Yeah, damn cold.
Your fake temperature readings. But yeah, so what have you been up to today on your Sunday?
Mostly just some administrative kind of stuff here around the house, a little bit of yard work, replacing bulbs that burned out, that because the wife put the trees up so damn early.
6 months ago, yeah. That's what happens if you put your tree up 6 months ago. You're bound to have it. I actually got my tree up today. I managed to get my tree up today, so that was my major achievement for the day.
There you go.
Pulled a rake of these pins. I'd say if I'd love to be able to send these pins to someone and tell them count every one of them, tell me how many I've pulled.
See if you can find somebody on Fiverr. Maybe you can. Yeah. I'll pay you $25 if you count all these pins. And you have to count them 3 times to make sure we had good quality control.
Yeah, good quality control is right. But yeah, so that's the boring bit. But this is the micro scrapping part of my thing. It's very therapeutic when you're just sitting in front of the TV and you're just pulling these pins. You're just going 1 pin, 2 pin, 3 pin.
Yeah, I used to do that when we were on the live streams. I'd bring the connectors back here to the house, and then I'd just sit here and pull them while
yeah. I got so good at it now. I can pull them without even looking down. You see, I'm just here and I'm pulling pins there, and I'm not even looking at them, and I can feel when I have them, and then go, oh yeah, that's one gone out. I don't even have to look now. I can look at the screen and carry on working.
Yeah, and when we see you do this, we'll know.
Yeah, I've caught my finger in it. I've caught my finger in it, so I have. Yeah, but yeah, after a while you get used to them and you know exactly where the pins are, and you just keep going. It's alternating. You go top, bottom, and you keep just move down slightly each time, and it's like a ladder effect you're making. That's the move you're doing. And as long as you don't skip one, you're sound. If you skip one, then you have to it messes it up for you because you
Yeah, if
push
you
the
skip
pin in
one,
front
you
of the
have
other
to
pin.
pearl too.
Huh?
If you skip one, you have to pearl too.
You pearl too. I don't want to know what you got up to on the Navy nights on the boat. We did not much for doing. Oh, I'll knit myself a jumper tonight.
Yeah, that's what we used to do.
Gibby the Scrapper is asking, how close are you to the shark adoption?
We're not very far away. In fact, I think that but when I get done counting up the percentages from the merch sales and those kind of things, we're probably going to be within $100 or so.
Oh, you're right there.
Yeah, we're right there. Yeah, we're doing really well. So I need to next week reach out to the University of Miami and chat with them about how do I get the money to them, and I want to get down there and do some recording. And we've talked about me going out on the boat when they do the tagging.
Oh, that's what I was about to say. That will they let you actually get your hand bit off by the shark or anything for a bit of live entertainment?
We're working on that. We're getting that one figured out.
But yeah, no, it'll be you really are into your sharks, aren't you? You're big into.
Oh yeah. I mean, they're just amazing creatures, and we know so little about them. It's and it's truly fascinating. I mean, I can't believe that we're still discovering new species of sharks that we didn't even know existed.
So when Shark Week comes on Discovery Channel, you just disappear for the week. No one can find you. You're just stuck into the TV.
Yeah,
watching
not
Shark Week for the week.
quite. I tend to record a lot of stuff and then watch it over time. But
right.
Yeah, Shark Week is a huge week for me.
Yeah. No one can get hold of you when that's on. What's Everyday Solder saying? Awesome shark. That will be cool.
Yeah, I'm hoping we can work it out. I think it'll be a lot of fun. They got to figure out their insurance and liability concerns and all that kind of stuff. And and I've told them I've 25 years in the Navy. I'm fine being aboard boats. If you want, I'll drive the damn thing.
Yeah. You're not going to be seasick, like. You're not going to get seasick at all. So what have you been scrapping out besides what you were doing on the videos? Have you been keeping busy all the time?
Yeah. So I had a good couple of street scraps. That came that brought in the usual kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And those are going up. Those videos will go up this week with the usual kind of things. I haven't gotten anything new from the cell phone tower guys this last week. I don't know if they've slowed down because it's the holidays or what's going on. Or maybe they're out on a job site somewhere. I didn't see them a lot this week. So, I don't know what's going on with them. So, but I have a very interesting potential pickup this week from one of my clients, and I'm not going to ruin the surprise, but it's going to be really cool. I'm going to go out Tuesday to the site and take a look at this, and we're going to make a determination on what we're going to do. But I'm very
you have
very
me intrigued already.
Yeah, it's going to be very cool.
I'm intrigued already to see what that'll be. But yeah, so my job now is to clear this bloody shed so I can get back into it.
Yeah, what are you trying to be, the Irish Ian Matthews or something there? Or,
well, the difference between me and Ian Matthews, I plan on keeping none of that stuff. I plan on scrapping all of that. It's like it was Ian's last video where he was doing the repair on the I know he put 2 videos up today, but they were just quick things. But the one where he was doing the repair on the angle grinders and stuff like that for Alex Smith.
Yeah.
And not Alex. What's his name? Jeez, how do you say call him Alex? It's not Alex. It's
Alexander.
Yeah, Alexander. They were doing the thing and that, and he goes, "Oh, I know I have a fuse here somewhere," and he knew exactly where to look for his fuse, his carbon brushes. That was it. So I'm not like Ian Matthews. I won't be keeping anything. Everything gets scrapped out and recycled. So it does at some stage.
So I hope Gibby heard what I said about how close I was. I don't want to think I'm ignoring him. Gibby, if you did hear what I said, let me know. So otherwise, I'll be happy to type it in.
Yeah, I don't know. Chat has kind of stopped there anyhow, so we're probably boring people. They're probably going, "Oh, look at these two old farts up on there talking rubbish again." We're actually, do you know what? Looking at the two of us there, we're like the $2 out of the was it not Sesame Street? Was it? With the $2 up in the canopy?
Oh yeah, thing? the two old geezers that were
the two old Muppets
about everything,
giving out about everything.
Yeah. Oh man, they were hilarious. Yeah, there's nothing like a good play. I know, and this was nothing like a good play.
Yeah, we're a bit like that, maybe. All we need now is Ian Matthews. That'd be the perfect combination. But he's still suffering from his bout of COVID. So he is.
So I was watching your video as the stuff was getting piled in the shed, and I was thinking on the first part, I was thinking, well, that's not that bad. What's he going on about? Yeah. Then there was the second part when you finished filling it up with the second load. Now, like, oh, okay, yeah, now I get it.
Yeah. Because what God said the same. Raphael, he goes, I was watching there, and they go, "What's he on about? There's loads of room still in there." And then he said, "Oh, then I seen the other lorry load of stuff coming."
What are you going to do with all the cardboard? Can you recycle that, or do you have to just throw that in the trash, or what do you do?
Oh, no, the cardboard is recyclable here.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, cardboard is recyclable. So I have a recycling bin. So as I empty the cardboard, it'll go into the recycling bin, and that'll be picked up for recycling. What the Brizzy boys are
picking up from Fort Knox.
Just doesn't want to say.
I wish.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind doing a pickup from Fort Knox either. So I wouldn't. Yeah, I'd like to get the scrap out of Fort Knox someday. It'd be worth scrapping it out.
Yeah, I'm just looking at Salder's comment there. She was giving Ian a run for his money too until you came along with that.
Yeah, but the difference between me and them is I've only a small shed. They still have room in their shed. You see, I can't even get into my shed now. You open the door of my shed and it's there in front of you.
So what are you going to do? Set up a portable workbench to work on that stuff?
Well, what I'm going to do is I've taken out, or there'll be a video coming up where I've taken out so much now and I've been scrapping that out. Then I'll take out so much more and scrap it and keep going until I get all the way in. So I'm not going to really be doing any e-waste recovery for the next couple of videos. It's going to be more scrapping stuff out videos just to get the stuff scrapped out as quick as I can. Because if I start doing recovering stuff off the stuff I'm scrapping, I'll never get to the end of the stuff. So the only way I'm going to do it is scrap everything out first and then start recovering the gold off them.
I think that's a good plan.
Yeah, and plus then I'll have all the electrical cable and all that stuff. So you'll see in a video coming up with the cables from these. And I'll probably do a bit of a deal, maybe hopefully with Pop Scrap, because he doesn't live far from me, and we might be able to come to a bit of a deal that he can take all that cable away, and we might be able to sort something else out in return or something. You know the story. Something like that, because I don't have the time to be driving all the way down to scrap yards with cables. Where if I give it to him, he can add it to all his cables he's already bringing to the scrap yard and stuff like that. So we might be able to come to an arrangement.
But there were some interesting things in there that I'm looking forward to seeing as you open the boxes. And
yeah, that's what I said. It's mystery boxes. I don't even know what's in some of them boxes.
Yeah.
So I don't even know what's in some of them boxes. I haven't even gone near them because they're just piled behind other boxes. So it'll be like a big surprise to me, and probably open it up and there'll be nothing in there but rubbish that they were trying to get rid of. And I'll have to dump it for them. Hey, who did I see coming in there?
Hey, Anfield, how's it going, man? Hey, Lee.
How are you doing, Lee? Yeah, I seen Lee was on live a while ago. Park Nest was up on it. Park Nest is getting like Ralph used to be. He's at everyone's he's at every live stream going.
Is he becoming a live stream whore?
Yeah, I think he is. Park Nest is the one now that turns up to everyone's live.
You know, the problem that I have run into sometimes here in Florida with mystery boxes is that sometimes there's ammunition in there.
Oh, yeah, live ammunition, like.
Yeah, live ammo. You know, I mean, it's not a huge deal. I have plenty of friends that shoot that I can give it to, but it gets your attention when you open up a box and there's a clip of 7.62 or something like
Well, what
that.
you have to do is say, here, you can have this ammo, whatever, but you have to collect all the shells afterwards because I want the brass back. Any shells that's left over, I want them back. After you fire it all. That ship sailed at Shark. We all love a mystery box. I'm not going to even go there. So what's the plan for your holidays, Christmas? Do you go anywhere, or do you just stick around, or do you go visit family, or the family come to you?
We will go down to see Mrs. Shark's family, Mrs. Shark's side of the family. My side of the family is all up in Maryland and Virginia, so we won't go up there this year. It's just, it's we're still being very careful with travel and things like that. So
yeah. Well, I plan on going nowhere this Christmas or going anywhere, just staying local. So it's just the way it is. You have to kind of take a bit of self-responsibility for things. You can't rely on always being told what to do. You should be old enough and ugly enough now to have a bit of brains, not to put yourself in situations where things can go wrong.
Yeah. Yep.
Plus, I have a lot of scrapping to do, so that'll be it.
Solars, I don't know. So far all I've ever found are brass, brass rounds. The bullet itself can be, different materials, but so far I've only found brass shells.
Electronic Scrapper gets all his from several IT companies. Well, that's the best way to get them, from the IT companies. They usually have the good stuff.
Yeah, that's one of the things that's in my as I wrap up the end of the year and I start into next year, I've got a big mailing list going out to the local IT companies and folks like that. Introducing myself, trying to grow my client base a bit more. Okay, Grandpa. I hope you enjoy it.
I enjoy Grandpa's videos, so I do. He's gets plenty of good stuff, and he goes to plenty of interesting pickups. So
yeah, and he's got friends with scrap. Those are the best kind of friends to have.
Yeah, he's got plenty of contacts. He's got plenty of contacts.
I'm wondering how long it's going to take him to empty out that place that he calls the honey hole.
What, did he find in Matthew's shed?
Imagine in Matthew's shed, but it's in a great big field.
Yeah.
That's this place that he's
going. Well, maybe that's in Matthew's secret location.
Over here in the Carolinas.
Yeah, you don't know where Matthew's secret location would be.
He's too damn cheap to pay for the airfare.
Client house, this workshop, but doing well with my schools. Oh yeah, sure. It's all where you can pick it up. See that e-waste pickup I got, sure, that'll last me forever because I only do it as a hobby. So I'll have plenty of stuff to keep me busy for the next year anyhow.
Yeah, there you go.
But the worst bit is another buck contacted me. He goes, "Oh yeah, I have a good few computers there for you to pick up some days." That I cleared out a shop and there was all broken computers in it. He said, "I have them in the shed. You might come and clear them out someday." I said, "All right, okay. I'll have to make room for them now."
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I got a chuckle. I won an online auction, and it's one of the local city governments. I bid $1 for a big metal filing cabinet.
And you won it.
And I won it. Right. So I mean, I thought for sure somebody was going to put, $2, $5, something, right? Because here's the funny thing, right? I want it for $1, but it's going to cost me at least $5 in parking when I go down there to pick it up.
To pack up and get it.
Because I don't think they have a loading zone at this city location. So I have to pay to park and then bring it out to where I am.
So you just done it for the chuckles to put a bid on, and you ended up getting suckered. You ended up getting suckered for it. Who was it? Oh, Rose video where he bought he won some auction or something in storage, and when he went, half the computers were gone. Did you see that video? No.
Yeah, I haven't gotten into the storage auctions yet.
Hi, Miss Canadian Scrapper.
I watch those videos from some of those folks, and I'm, just like, I don't know.
Yeah, I used to love watching it on TV, the storage wars and stuff like that.
Yeah,
outbidding for the lockers and stuff like that. And they don't have anything like that here in Ireland. They don't sell storage lockers that way or anything like that. No, but if they would have did, I'd have a go at it sometime just to see what you'd get, just for the fun of it once.
Hey,
just do a video on it, try and win it, and if you want to, then go and see what there was actually inside of it.
Yeah, I mean, I suppose maybe sometime for fun, and do because a lot of those places, they do a live auction, right? They open up the door, you look at it. You're not allowed to go inside of it, but you can look inside of it.
Yeah.
And then they do the auction. That might be fun, but you gotta get everything out of there very quickly too after you win it. So
but you have the bit of storage now when you have the truck, so you can kind of get a move fairly quick,
Yeah.
But the only thing, it could be a lot of stuff you have to dump that's no good to you.
Right. Yeah.
That you'll end up having to pay to get rid of. But if you found some vintage stuff or something like that, it might be worth a few pound in there. I did say hi to Miss Canadian Scrapper, I did, and I said hi to Scrapping with Grandpa when he came in.
Knowing my luck, I'd find somebody that was hoarding wire coat hangers.
Yeah. Do you know what you'd find? Oh, ubiquitous wire shelving.
Yeah, ubiquitous wire shelving.
That's what you'd find. You'd open it up and just go, right, how many meters are in here? I don't even try to add it up. I just go, there's going to be too much of it. My head is going to hurt. I'm not even going to try. Most of them I figured out are about 1.2 meters, which is about 4 foot. So I'd be here, right? Most of them are about 4 foot. So if you do an average of 4 foot and multiply by the amount he finds, and then just add a bit for good luck, you're probably about right.
Okay, all right.
That's how I work it out in my head.
So the ones that I find interesting are when I find these pieces that are, a foot or so long.
Yeah.
Like, who even has a place that size, right? It's like, what in the world was that?
What was that used for, like? Give me a second. I want to check something. Actually, I forgot to check something there.
But it's funny. In some of the stores around here where you can buy, where they resell household type goods, they sell it by the foot. And the owner of the shop told me, he said, "Man, I end up throwing a lot of the stuff away because I can't sell it."
The racks, like stores, is it, or whatever?
Yeah, the racks are full, and it sits here forever, And I'm like, well, I'll take it from you if you want, but he's not allowed to do that. So,
scrapping mill roofs. Sure. Did you get that sign behind you? I don't know who that one is to.
And I'm not sure what Scrapping Grandpa, I'm not sure what you're saying there. Scrapping mills, roof. Sure, I don't understand that one.
Hey, E-West Mike, welcome in.
Oh God, Mike's here. Oh, hi, Mike.
Just so you know, Mike, I am micro scrapping. I know what you do. Keep it at me to make sure I keep micro scrapping. I'm doing it. just in case you think I'm not.
Mike would be very proud of you.
Yeah. I can see him throwing stuff to the back of the shed now at this stage with Timper. I ain't got no time for that.
Hey, you're going to get a package from me.
I seen an email popped up, and I was here. What scam is this now? Because track your parcel. And I said, oh, one of these old scams. I go, I said, I'm not clicking into that. And I kind of read without clicking into it, and I seen your name showing up. I said, oh, it's safe now to clicking.
Did it get to Ireland yet, or
no?
No, it's still transiting.
Hey, Watch Call sent a card from the Netherlands to me, or sent the stickers, and everyone in England got them about a week before I got mine. So it took an extra week to make it 300 miles across the sea. So if it takes that long to come 300 miles across the sea, it's going to take a lot longer to come across the Atlantic.
Yeah, so I wonder. I guess they fly it right into Ireland now.
Yeah, I presume they do. It's usually straight into Shannon or somewhere like that, and then it has to go from Shannon to the sorting office. So then it goes from the sorting office to the local office, and then it goes from the local office to me. So it takes a bit of a round trip around Ireland before it gets to me.
Okay, so you'll have it in time for some holiday in March or April. Or
yeah, St. Patrick's Day.
St. Patrick's Day. There you go.
St. Patrick's Day. Oh, here's Ian Matthews. Ian, hope you're feeling better.
Ian, how you doing, man? How you feeling, bud?
Hope that COVID isn't taking too much of an effect on you. Hope you're you seem to be going on the right side of it at this stage on the videos today. So you seem to be on the far side of it now, which is good.
Well, wait a minute. Did Ian have COVID, or was he just feeling punky from the
No, he had COVID. I think he tested positive for his tests.
Oh, okay. All right. I thought he went and got the vaccination.
He did, yeah, but you can still catch COVID. You can still get COVID even if you have the vaccinations.
Yeah. There are breakthroughs. Yep.
Yeah, because especially this new one, the Aubrey, whatever it's called again.
Omicron.
That one, they're saying that you can still get it, but it's mild enough. As long as you have the vaccinations got. That's what they're saying now, but sure, you don't know in 3 weeks' time. It could be something totally different, as we're telling you.
Yeah.
That's the problem. It's so new, so not around so much that it changes so quickly with the information. You have to, and in about 10 years' time, we'll be looking back and going, how did we not know that? I hear someone chopping. Is your wife cooking?
Yes.
The chopping board is going. I could hear it.
Oh, yes.
She's chopping something up. What's for dinner today?
I don't know.
I don't know.
She's been working on cookies all day, so.
Oh. You are really spoiled, aren't you?
Oh, yeah.
Cookies. So, Ian, how are you feeling? He hasn't put in how he's feeling. I asked him how he was feeling. I am like a dirty old bag. Just can't keep me down. It's hard to kill a bad thing, they reckon. I see Raphael I was up in a stream for a while last night. He done a 5-hour one again. I don't know how he gets 5 hours. I couldn't do 5 hours streaming.
Oh man, yesterday was insane. I didn't get back here. I couldn't. By the time I got back here, there was no time for me to have dinner and come up on the stream. It was yesterday was a cranking day.
Yeah. Well, only for like the restrictions are kind of. We've got restrictions back in Ireland again because of this new version of the virus. So it means on a Saturday night, I have nowhere to go. So usually on a Saturday night, after a week of work, usually on a Saturday night, you go somewhere or you do something usually. So, but for the last couple of weeks with the restrictions, I've been able to make Raphael's lives again.
Lulu. Oh, she's coming over here. There she is. There she
Hello.
is. What's up? What's up, baby?
How old is your dog?
She is 7.
Oh. You got her from a puppy, yeah?
Yep, got her as a puppy.
So Ian is going in the shower and then he's going to pop up. So we'll all be able to see if Ian, please dress before you pop up. I don't want to be looking at anything popping up.
Yeah, there you go.
I know everyday sellers might get excited and everything, but not for us.
Yeah, no, I'm not even going to go there. Not even going to go there.
You're not even going to dignify that with an answer.
Nope. we're standing clear.
Oh, oh my God. So everyday sellers, how are you getting on with your shed? Have you cleared all that mess out from the last day?
Oh, and electronic scrappers just got to egg them on.
Don't encourage them. Don't be encouraging the reprimand. Could I give advice to get subs? To be honest, the only way to get subs is by putting out videos fairly regularly, being active in other channels, as in coming up like here, chatting and stuff like that, so people know what your channel does. Just in general, just stick around long enough on YouTube and you'll get subs. It's as simple as that. Is it just scrap you do, or is it e-waste scrap, or what is it did you do, Gibby, to be exact? Because again, if it's e-waste scrapping and stuff like that, there's Facebook groups who have a lot of people who are interested in that, and if you're doing videos on it, they might be interested in watching it, so you might get subs that way. What advice would you give, Shark?
So along the same lines, right? Set a consistent schedule that you can maintain that is comfortable for your work-life balance, whether it's once a week, twice a week, once every other week, something that you can stick with. So the consistency, and then work on just trying to do good videos, titles, tags, thumbnails, the actual video quality itself to a certain extent, and develop your own personality on the camera. That's and then just watch a lot of stuff, come up in these forums, interact with people, and then watch a lot of videos on. I mean, there's all kinds of people out there that have advice on how to be successful on YouTube, and then there's Park Nest.
Evening, Park Nest.
Still got my email address.
Yeah, see there, your title description make a big difference in between what you find you. So there we go. So there's some more advice from other scrappers out there. And see, that's the thing I like about this community, the scrap community. No one gets really jealous of any other channel. If another channel is growing quicker than your channel, or no one seems to get worked up over it. They all kind of still help each other out and give advice and stuff like that. Where I've seen other like travel channels and stuff like that, they get really narky if another channel starts passing them out or something like that. And in the scrap world, it's not that way. That's what I like about this community. Everyone kind of, doesn't matter if I'm on 10 subs or I'm on 10,000 subs or 11,000 or 85,000 subs or 1 million subs. If I go into a guy that's on 1 million subs and I ask him a question in the scrap world, he's going to still answer me. He's not going to ignore it because he's not. And the same as if someone comes into me and they're on 2 subs and they ask, I'll always give them a shout out on the channel. Because I remember going into channels like Guild Skills and people like that, and I was only on a couple of 100 subs, and they'd say, oh, check out this guy, he's doing new videos on e-waste and stuff like that. And you have to help each other out, because One day you might be the person with the 10,000 subs, another day you might be the person with the 100 subs. You know, it can change so quick.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, and it really is a fun community.
Yeah.
You know, folks get along well and have a lot of fun together, and
I'll be right
it's
back.
a very diverse community.
Yeah. And my advice is don't get too worked up. If you're some weeks you look and you might get 10 subs, and the following week you might have lost 5 of them subs, and stuff like that. Don't get too worked up over them things, because, or if you get a dislike or you get a negative comment, don't get worked up over it. Don't let it get to you. Just carry on doing what you like doing. If you like doing YouTube and you do your videos your way, no matter if someone doesn't like them
Nice,
and they
simple
give you a
man.
bad comment, doesn't make a difference. Someone else is going to like it and someone else is going to give you a good comment. So I just focus on the positives and forget about the negative stuff, because
Yeah.
again, if you worry about the negative stuff, you'll let your own channel go, because you'll end up giving up YouTube, because it's just not a nice place to be if you focus too much on the negatives. So stay positive, and just because you've only got 10 subs today or 20 subs or whatever you have, Gibby, doesn't mean that in a year's time you won't have 5,000 subs. It can just happen like that.
You just got to keep putting out the content.
Yeah. Who do I see coming in there? Simple Man, welcome in.
Yep, simple man.
How are you doing, Simple Man?
Hey, Simple Man, how's it going?
But what Scrapping with Grandpa says, yeah, title and description can make a big difference. But I employ the philosophy of it does what it says on the tin. So your title should reflect that.
Waste of time. Come on, Mike.
It should say what it does in the tin.
Yeah, and don't try and bluff people, or don't try and we'd say put something in your description that is nothing got to do with your video, just to get people to come in and look at your video.
That's a big fat no, it's clickbait.
That'll actually ruin your channel more than it'll help your channel.
Consistency is important, but it needs to be sustainable.
Yeah.
So if you can only do a video every 2 weeks, then so be it.
Yeah, that's what I do. I can only do a video every 2 weeks at the moment, so that's all I'm doing, a video every 2 weeks. Now I could probably do a video every week now again, but I'd rather than do a video every week and run out of content in 6 months' time again. I'll just do it every 2 weeks, and that I have a year's worth of content ahead of me in the shed. You know.
Hey, Dan.
Hey, Dan. K&D Scrapping, welcome in.
Hey, where's
Good to see you.
Dan.
You know, but again, see, I'm in the position where I don't know, is Gibby working full time, or is Gibby just concentrating on
that's it.
YouTube? I work full time. YouTube is just a hobby for me. That's why I don't get too worked up over it. Same with we say E-Waste Mike, and the same with Park Nest, and the same with a few other people who are working full time, and YouTube is a thing. Same with Shark. Shark is his full time scrapping business, and YouTube is a side thing. So, you know, and YouTube is a thing. But if you're just trying to do YouTube as a job or as your way of making income, it can be more frustrating for you than it would be for the likes of me. So
yeah, obviously you can't get by on advertising revenue alone.
No, but if you get enough subscribers, you'll be making it from sponsorships.
Even if you like PewDiePie, but he can't live off his advertising revenue. PewDiePie.
I'd say he could if he wanted to, but he's got to a lifestyle now where he's above that. But if he wanted to, if he cut back his lifestyle and his travel or whatever else he's doing, of course he could. If he was just lived like a normal person, but he's probably living the dream now, you know, traveling the world and big houses and fancy cars and stuff like that. No, I don't know. He mightn't be doing that at all. I'm just saying.
You know, I think it's, I don't know this for sure, but I have to imagine there's a certain point where your channel can become so successful, and you're making good money on the ad revenue and sponsorships and stuff, but then you need to hire a staff.
Yeah,
to help you manage
staff and camera crews. And stuff. Like we say, Mr. Beast there. Like I think he has a crew of maybe 10 people. You know, so like you have to pay them 10 people. They're not doing it for nothing.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
You know. So you have to pay them eventually. Someone.
Yeah. So it's either you either do it as a hobby. Yeah. Or if you're going to do it for real, you recognize that there's some work that you need to put into it if you're going to.
Well, you recognize that there might be a couple of years where you're not going to be making any money out of YouTube for a good few years. And that's what happens to a lot of people. They give it up after 2 years or maybe after a year. They've given up on their YouTube because it's too much work for them. It's too hard of work, and so that's why you have to. YouTube has to be like a side thing, and you just keep at it, plugging away, and maybe in 10 years' time, you might sit back and go, "Geez, I've got so many subscribers now over 10 years that this is making YouTube maybe a bit more income coming into you from it or whatever, Made it home and watching now on TV. Oh, perfect, Gulf Coast. Thanks for that. Never knew Mike. Never knew Mike to not have the most polite person you've ever met.
Yeah, that's Mike. That's him, all right. You nailed it.
Hey, Parknest, have you turned into Ralph and are you just whoring yourself out to every panel in the world?
What, being a panel whore?
Yeah, that's what I mean. Are you a panel whore now?
Yeah, I think we're a panel whore. I think it's the fourth when I've been on a
I've seen you up on Lee's panel earlier.
Yeah, on Kane.
Oh, Parknest is up on the train.
I run Ashes, no, I run Kane, I run Ken's, I run Ashes, I run Lee's, now I'm on yours.
That's what I said, you're doing the rounds.
Yeah, panel whore.
The link is there for anyone else who wants to come up. Gibby, if you want to come up and ask any questions, feel free. More than welcome to come up. And anyone else, the link is there.
We've got in the house. We've got 16 in the house.
Yeah, it should be pinned there somewhere. The link.
They're all over on Conkers or somewhere. They're all over on Conkers.
They could be. As I said already before, I don't.
That's it.
Against anyone.
Exactly.
If whoever wants to go wherever and watch whatever, they're more than welcome.
Yeah, you get to a situation where you got to pick and choose.
Yeah. Well, you see, I changed from a Monday to a Sunday, and I knew I wasn't going to get as many people coming in, but Sunday suits me better for doing my channel. So it's just the way I'm going to have to do it.
For your own, you're doing it for your own reasons.
Yeah, doing it for my own, and if I get less people coming in, I'm still getting less people. It doesn't bother me. And I understand fully. Muriatic Acid, thumbs up, my friend.
Muriatic Acid, hello.
Hi, Muriatic. Is it Muriatic Acid? What's that? Isn't that hydrochloric acid?
Hydrochloric, yeah.
Yeah.
Muriatic. In America, it's always branded as muriatic acid, but over here it'd be branded as hydrochloric acid.
Yeah, from chemistry lessons at school.
Too early for me, Irish. I'm afraid kids still.
Oh, don't worry about that.
That's no problem, everyday scholars. I understand fully.
That's just going back to the, we've all got lives,
Yeah.
Got obligations.
Like everyday scholars works as well. So, and again, she's trying, she has to squeeze in, trying to get to people's channels, watch videos, do her own videos, do her scrapping, do her work. It's tough to do all them things. I know myself, like when you come home in the evening from work, the last thing you want to do is scrap something out sometimes. Oh, there's a guy rubbing his hands in the basement. Hold on, he's telling me wait, so I'm going to wait.
Is it E-Waste Mike?
Hold on, I'm still have to wait.
Oh, that's comes up.
So Kevin finished his shower and he's drying off now, or what?
You might want to change your name. You might want to change your name.
Is it Brother Lee? Because he said he were coming on this one. Or is it Simple Man?
I can see it. You can't see what's happening. It's quite good.
And is it early in the morning for him by any chance?
No. I'm not going to tell you who it is. You're going to have to wait and see. I'm not doing the Raphael game.
It's not like him, does it?
No, it's not him.
No, that's Ricky Tomlinson.
Give me the thumbs up when you're ready. Thumbs are up.
Oh yeah, I'm all right.
The sign behind you, you clown.
Yeah, give it away.
Welcome, sir.
I think that could be classed as an improvement.
Oh, how dare you! How dare you!
He insults me to hell and back, but I don't take it personally.
The boss, the real boss.
No, we know the real bosses.
Yeah, it's
Right, you partner.
How are you, Mike?
I'm good.
Mike is coming from his new location, not his basement.
Yeah, I just came up from there. Why I got this stuff?
Well, I have someone else in the basement. Hold on, he's doing a bit of fumbling around with the camera, so I have to wait for him to get himself
Doesn't
together.
it get warm after a while, Mike? No, it's quite nice.
I'd be afraid he might expose
Quite
something,
nice.
so I better make sure it's safe to put him up. Okay, here he comes.
Hey up, Ian.
Oh, thank God he's dressed.
Yeah, it's all right. This is me. This is that thing you have up your nose. Put hers up your nose.
So how are you getting through the old COVID? You seem to be on the right side of it now.
It comes in phases. You know, you can go a few hours and you're fine, and then you have a coughing attack, and then you're out of breath for a few hours.
Okay, and when were you diagnosed with it? What day was it? How long ago was that now?
Well, last Saturday I had my booster. So this time last Sunday, I was on your show.
Yeah. You took into a coughing fit and you had to take off.
Yeah, and then I didn't go to work on Monday, and then Tuesday I went work and.
Yeah, you sent me the Facebook message of you were pregnant. You sent me a picture. I'm either got COVID or I'm pregnant. I'm not sure which.
It could be both. It could be both.
Let's see if I can make
a massive turd.
I'm on tiny screen. I don't know why. Oh, that's it. That's bigger now. Anyway, listen.
Hey, Ralph.
Hello, Ralph. Hello, Shark. Park Nest. And Shark's worst nightmare.
I still haven't. Yeah.
Look at him with the.
That's a bonny hammer. Anyway, listen. I've been taking some medicine. Honestly, it's called Scrooge and Mackay.
Hold on.
Scrooge McDuck.
Well, that could be considered the best treatment.
Well,
I don't partake in such things myself.
It certainly it numbs the back of the throat. It sends you to sleep, and because you're not coughing, you can go to sleep. That's the main thing.
Well, I reckon alcohol's a disinfectant.
Well, I'm trying to get my blood level up to 75%.
Get some IPA down you. I don't mean any pale ale.
I've got some chamomile tea. Does that count?
Hey, tell me this now. How long do you have to isolate at home now for? 10 days, is it?
It's 10 days. I've done 7. So I've another 3 days to go, but there's no way I'm going to be better in 3 days' time. Hey, but listen, I'm a lot better off than some. I mean, look at Anthony Redneck, went in 3 days later dead.
Yeah.
He should have been drinking whiskey.
Yeah,
he should have been.
But I don't know, had he any vaccines or not.
His widow keeps popping up on lives.
But you see how bad it was there with you now. You said it was some days it was fairly bad or whatever. If you weren't vaccinated, it could be 3 times worse. That maybe.
Well, I'm gonna say, my boss came back from an East Asian. Is it East Asia? Asian tour. 2 years ago, we did Shanghai, Taiwan, Hong Kong, Singapore, that lot. And he came back before all this lot kicked off. And something went through the factory. He came back, he had a terrible cough. He gave it to everybody else. I feel the same as I did then 2 years ago.
Okay, so maybe you already had it.
I think pretty much definite. But, you don't know, do you? You
don't know. You do not know, because
in a way, it's like, wow,
sometimes.
great. I'm glad I'm not as bad
mm-hmm.
as I thought I could be. At 60, almost 63, certainly overweight. Unfit. Hey, got to count your blessings.
Yeah. Well, it might be that maybe your blood had so much alcohol already in it that it helped to kill it off.
Yeah, hopefully. Hello, Ralph.
Enough talk about that before I get a strike from YouTube about.
Wait, hold
talking
on.
about something
Too much
I'm not
noise
allowed to talk
everywhere.
about. Yeah. So we're talking about scrap. What we're here to do. So what do you reckon of my? Did you watch my video yet, Ian?
No.
The one with the e-waste pickup.
No, I saw the link on Facebook. I said,
well, watch it, and you'll see. You think you have issues with your shed? Just watch mine, and you'll see a shed.
I wanted something to help me drop off to sleep tonight, so I'm saving it.
I thought you watched Conkers.
You'll enjoy it, Ian. You'll enjoy it. It. I hate to say it, but you're going to have some work to do if you want to catch up, man.
Oh, well, I'm.
He's not a scrapper anymore. He's an artist.
I'm at a point, soon. Although I haven't done as much as I thought I'd like to do, I mean, no, it is a bit debilitating on the tiredness side. It's not like thinking, I've got 10 days off work, great, I'll crack on. No, it don't work like that.
No.
But I am getting to a point where I literally have no more scrap left to scrap to scrap. Hello, Crypto.
Hey, Crypto. Hey, Raphael.
And Raphael.
I've been following Mike here, on his massive tidy up.
Yes, he's doing pretty tidy up outside.
No wonder my butt's always sore. Back up a little bit, buddy. Between you and Brittany, I don't know.
You're too close.
I'm only tidying up because I got a ticket. That's the only reason I'm tidying up.
Hey, so Mike, what's your plan for that side of the basement where you've been chucking everything? You just going to take a shovel and start shoveling it out, or what's?
Well, I figure if the house ever burns down, when it collapses in, it'll pretty much be even with the top of the foundation wall, so then they can just walk. They won't have to worry about falling into the basement. It'll already be. I'm looking out for my firefighters, man.
Hey, Mike, them tickets, when you get a ticket now, right, and you say you didn't clean up, what will happen afterwards?
$1,000 fine in court, and then I'm already at $750. So what's another couple $100? They'll come and clean it up for me. Is what happens. They'll come and clean it up.
They'll come and clean it up.
I have it all. All the metal in that trailer that's in the driveway. I threw it all in there, so it's out of sight. So when they come back, they ain't gonna see nothing.
And was it the city just found it, or did someone just report you?
No, the city loves me.
All right, you're on the list, like.
They harass me every month. Every month.
You're on their list.
But it's it's my fault. I can't really,
You should stop paying your property taxes. Obviously, sending the money is drawing attention to yourself.
Yeah, when you have 4 of those to deal with,
I'm sure putting it all over YouTube doesn't help as well.
I don't care. I don't care nothing about the city. I don't care nothing about YouTube. I definitely don't care about that asshole right up there in the middle.
It's a bit like me. I keep thinking there must be loads of Ian Matthewses out there. Nobody on the IRS is going to be going, look, let's follow this Ian Matthews.
Yep. No.
Ian, I don't think IRS will be after you.
No, I think it'll be herself will be after you.
Yeah, it'll be HMRC.
Yeah,
That's the UK equivalent of the IRS.
That's bullcrap. Look at this. Well, you can't really tell, but it's all yellowish and brashes. But no,
brashes.
Fucking brassy. No brassy.
Yes, but does it look like? But does it look like brass?
It does. It was yellow.
Stick it in.
No, it's for melting. I can't stick it in. It's gonna float on top of the brass.
He's not scrapping it in the scrapyard. He's not going to hide it in among all the rest. Like he's going to be
doing his own metal refining.
Yeah, I did find a lot of this stuff
and stuff like that.
And these are actual brass. When they're not magnetic, they're usually brass.
Yeah, sink chains.
Yeah.
Chains.
So Mike, have you thought about just getting a whole bunch of artificial plants and weaving them around your fence there so it looks, so you've got all the green growth looking like kind of stuff even in the winter so they can't see in your yard?
So, Irish, if you want all
it's looking like Fred Sanford's yard.
Yeah. It was like a really bad distortion somewhere coming through.
Do you know,
That was funny. I knew he was going to do something because the way he was looking away, he's definitely going to ignore that question.
now, you scrappers out there, you're always doing
I'm
things. You're always doing
Figure out why
things
my
with your
PlayStation
hands.
won't
Aren't you?
work.
Always doing things with your fingers. Does that harden your fingers up? Because I've been scrapping a long time, but I can't pull a tea bag out. I need a fancy pair of thingies.
Oh, a fancy thing.
Well, I just use a spoon, a teaspoon.
Yeah, why not just use a spoon?
Works for me.
I don't know what happened to it.
These fancy tweezers.
To the internet. I don't know.
No, what I'll do, I'll dry them on the line just in case Johnny Five comes and visits again.
Again?
Yeah, he came there 2 years ago, Tom, or something like that.
Oh,
Do you remember the video where he had actually the tea bags on the line? Oh, look at.
Ian, I'm surprised you don't have one of those proper metal mesh bag things to put your tea in and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I don't often drink tea, I'll be honest.
I'm surprised he hasn't got a butler there just pouring out the tea for him. And
but anyway, listen,
Mr. Matthews, would you like this stirred?
But today's video,
Yes.
who's watched it, how do you stir?
I always stir
I was
clockwise.
surprised to stir.
I stir clockwise.
I was surprised.
Are you left-handed or right-handed, Irish?
I am right-handed.
Right-handed. Okay. I figured because I tested it myself. I always go counterclockwise.
All right. No, I go
feels
clockwise,
more
I just go
natural
like
to
that,
me
clockwise.
when in my right hand, but when left hand, I would probably also go counterclockwise. I don't know why. Is it? I don't know.
Yes, but Ian, would you stir your tea in a different direction if you were down visiting Brizzy Boy?
You wouldn't get tea, Brizzy Boy. You'd only
I'd
get
be
beer.
disappointed that I'd gone all the way to visit Brizzy Boy and he'd give me a cup of tea.
No, I think you'll get cans if you go to Brizzy Boy.
You know?
Brizzy Boy, I don't think Brizzy Boy
Australian
drinks tea.
beer. And it's not going to be Foster's.
Or Triple X or whatever it is, 4X.
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 I don't know.
I've
To
never
be
heard
honest,
of it.
I haven't had any beer, for a fortnight now.
Maybe that's why you caught the
No, you had a
COVID.
full bottle of
If
whiskey.
you had beer in you, you wouldn't have caught it.
You've got a point there. You've got a point there.
You know?
What do you eat, Ralph?
Chicken. What's left?
How old is that?
What?
How old is that?
Well, this is from yesterday, so it's not that bad.
Oh, man, I've seen you eat stuff that was like 2 weeks old, so that's why I'm asking.
Yeah, true.
I've seen it happen. He had a pack of donuts there. I don't know how long they were there, but he still ate them.
Oh, I'm sure donuts would be all gone hard on the outside if they're there too long. They're not,
If there's a
They're not
layer of
something you can eat.
chocolate around them, they're insulated, so they're good.
Is that what it is? Oh, okay.
No, crypto. Listen, it's no good. You need. I
Glaze
need,
your own
I need to
donuts.
know the next time you make some tea for Dirty Glare. Well, do you go that way or do you go that way? And if you go that way, which hand?
Just makes a taste.
Which
You don't
hand are
think
you
about
doing it
it.
with?
I go this way. I like to thunk my bag.
You enjoy a bit of tea bagging, Mike.
Somehow I knew you was a tea bagger, Mike.
I was good saying that.
Tea bagger.
There's a load of balls of
Joke
gas.
is back.
Hey, Brissy, I like that answer. Thank you.
Yeah, that's a good answer.
So who's been scrapping what?
Well, I'm still scrapping these pins out of these micro scrapping that Mike told me I have to get them all micro scrapped soon, so I have to keep going.
Yeah.
Well, I've saved up a potato sack full of the stuff just for you. Scrapping Irish.
A potato sack. A potato sack for an Irishman. I like the irony of that one. So I do.
But a lot of potatoes in it.
Yeah, that's probably what he'll have in it. He'll have just potatoes in it. I mean,
Oh, it just reminded me of that joke.
You have to get up at 8 o'clock.
Oh, Jesus.
That joke. We have to get up at 8 o'clock.
Not that one.
8
No,
o'clock.
no. Englishmen,
My alarm
Irishmen,
goes at
Scotchmen
8.
are captured by cannibals. Chief Cannibal says to Englishman, "Where are you from?" He says, "I'm from London." Right, in the pot you go. He says to Scotsman, "Where are you from?" Glasgow. Right, into the pot you go. He says to Irishman, "Where are you from?" "I'm from Dublin." Right, you can go. And when Cannibal says to Chief Cannibal, says, "Why are you letting him go?" Chief Cannibal says, "But last time when we had from Dublin, ate all the potatoes."
I have a question. Does anybody know what he just said?
I heard something about potatoes.
I understood it. I think Ian got it as well.
Don't mention
Get
potatoes.
with it,
I thought
man.
Together will pop up.
I thought he was going to say when, the guy who got the job, I'm not going to go through it all, but he says, you got to get up at 8 o'clock. He says, I've been everywhere, but I can't find a potato clock.
Somebody slap him.
Oh, I think you've lost him. That
No, Gibby, I'm not running out of scrap. I've got a shed full of scrap. Watch my last video. You'll see what I mean.
In other words, a Roy Schneider, you're going to need a bigger shed.
Yeah. Like, I've only got a small shed, so...
Hey, did you know they increase the volume of that line so audiences would hear it? Because on the test screening, the audience actually drowned out that line.
Brissy boy says he's having a cup of tea and he feels sick. He's just so wrong.
Yeah, busy. Your body might shut down if you drink something that's not used up.
This because he might have stirred it the wrong way.
No. I think it might be something to do with the lack of alcohol content.
Yeah, your body, if it's used to drinking something and you give it something strange, it tries to get rid of it straight away. So be careful, Brizzy. It could come out through your mouth or out the other end fairly quick.
Hey, Ian, perhaps this will help you. Should I send you another bottle?
Oh yes, I've used all the other.
Florida's answer to Levi Roots.
Hey,
Oh my
Coca-Cola
God.
started off as a medicine, so Shark could be starting this off as his medicine.
Well, you had reggae sauce. Now you got the shark sauce.
Oh yeah, do you remember reggae sauce? That book went on, was it
Yeah, they were on Dragon's Den.
Dragon's Den, wasn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, Shark, you should get on Dragon's Den.
Yeah.
I've ordered Peter Jones for you. See if he'll take.
Oh no, they have their own version over there. They have their own Dragon's Den over there.
Sorry, Sharky, but I'm out.
It's called the Shark Tank.
Yeah.
Obviously, what Brissy boys put. He don't stir his tea. I don't stir my tea with a spoon, and it burns.
Well, what's he using?
What,
a
touching the
mug?
silver, he means.
Yeah,
The
we were
Canadian
gonna-
version of Dragon's Den. There's also an Irish version.
Yeah, there was.
Let's see if there's one for you now. Let's look. Oh, hang on just a moment. Yeah, it's called. Yeah, you're right. It's called Shark Tank.
Yeah, it's called Shark Tank in
I
America.
didn't know that.
Yeah. So the shark on Shark Tank.
Quite appropriate, Sharky.
That's why I have to call my shop the Shark Cage.
Yeah.
Because the Shark Tank was already kind of taken.
Copyrighted. You'd have all the big producers coming down on top of them.
Yeah.
Well, you see, if he put in his title, in the YouTube title, my new
ABC.
Shark Tank or something like that.
No, I don't want
then-
ABC on your
then
back.
anyone that was searching for the other stuff might come across them, and then YouTube would say they'd be saying, "Oh, that's an infringement on their rights," and blah blah blah. You know that story. So, Ian, you said you weren't getting out to the shed to do much scrapping, but you still managed to get 4 videos out in a week.
They were only
Shark Tank.
tiny ones, weren't they? Helicopters flying past. My wife buying me a nice cake. They're not exactly big ones. Although I'm
That
pretty
was a nice
worried.
cake, by the way. That looked nice.
It looked like a dog had shit on it, to be honest.
Well, you see, well, you got COVID, so your taste is different. So I'm not going to heed you. You know, if you went into a Michelin star restaurant, you'd probably go, "Oh, this tastes like shit." You know, so I'm not going to heed you.
Hello,
Sir Richard
Jackie.
Branson's been on Shark
Jackie.
Tank.
You know, hey Jackie.
On the guy and Nick Woodman, the GoPro guy.
Oh,
I did a little video earlier. I'll be putting that up afterwards.
so that's 5 videos in a week.
Is it really? I don't count.
I think you need to get back to work. You're polluting YouTube.
Polluting YouTube. I like it. I like it.
You're polluting YouTube. You are. You're just taking over. That's what you're at. But how are you finding now that you're up on the 11,000? Actually, who was asking that question? How to get? It was what was it again? Who was asked that question to me? Gibby. Gibby was saying, any recommendations on increasing your subs? Well, you're the one now with the most amount of subs here on the panel. What would your advice be to Gibby?
Yeah, but he bought his.
You're talking to a Lancashire lad here.
Yeah, he doesn't spend money. Come on. There's no way he bought anything.
No.
No, I don't know. Just be yourself. You know.
Yeah, definitely.
Just be yourself. Don't try to act. However, I mean, Vandal Vlogs put a video up tonight thanking his 28% subscribers.
Yeah, I saw that. I haven't watched
Yeah,
it
I've seen
yet.
that.
28% people
subscribers.
who actually watch things.
Yeah, and I'm thinking like, you know, Vandal.
Well, I don't get 5%.
He's about 4,200 subs, and he puts
Really?
a video up.
Wow.
He'll easily get 2,500. He gets over 50% views.
I remember supporting him in the beginning when he had only like 100 something.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. That's what I was saying earlier.
Like 2 years ago,
Channels
less
grow
than 2 years
differently,
ago.
and if you could start getting jealous of channels growing, like when he started out first, he thought he'd probably never get to 1,000 subs, and now he's up on one of the bigger ones, you know. So,
But what I'm going to say here is, I do know some people use Tube Buddy.
Yeah.
I don't know if it helps or not.
Well, it depends on if you're
I don't know.
just having it doesn't do anything.
I don't know. I don't use Tube Buddy, so I don't know does it work or not.
Well, I don't know. Free version.
But it seems to be a popular thing, so it must work or something. It must do something.
Yeah, if you pay for it.
Well, I think it helps with your tags, and it helps with a few other things. It'll give you recommendation on tags and stuff like that to put on with your popular tags in your genre of video you're doing.
You know, Jason, I ignore all those analytics. You know, I look at my analytics and it says that 80% of my views come from recommended, you know, not from my subscribers. And you think, well, what's the point of having subscribers if they ain't going to watch?
Well, that's what I said earlier about it. I said, don't worry about the subscriber count. It's more the amount of people that watch your videos is more important than who subscribe to it. If you're trying to do it for that, you know, if that's what you're looking for, YouTube as a thing. As I say, YouTube to me is just a hobby and it's a bit of fun because I have a full-time job. More or less the same to you, I think, Ian.
Yeah.
Mike is the same. Raphael is the same. Shark is more or less the same because he's doing full-time scrapping. And Park Nest has a full-time job. But there is people out there who wants to get as many subscribers as they can and as quick as they can and stuff like that. And fair play to them if that's what they're in it for. You know?
That's so true. I mean, I've got a friend, goes back 4 years. He's well up in the 36,000, but he puts a video out and he only gets 200 and 300 views, and that's because he's a member of certain Facebook groups, and there's his base, but they don't watch the videos.
Yeah.
Hey, just come on here. Just do it, and if people watch, they watch, and if they don't,
enjoy. Do it for yourself first.
Yeah.
Do it for yourself, and then afterwards, if you get the views or whatever, fair play. And if you don't, you don't. You done it, and it'll always. The thing I find amazing about YouTube is any video I've done there, unless I take it down myself, or unless YouTube goes belly up. If YouTube's still on the go in 100 years' time, when I'm dead and buried, people can go on and go, "Oh, look at that daft Irish man on there talking to them daft idiots beside him." You know, when you think about it, people could be looking at this 100 years' time and saying, "Look at these 6 idiots talking rubbish."
Look at what they're doing, trying to get gold out of things. Gold is
sure,
practically worthless by now.
And sure, we flew up to an asteroid and got gold there yesterday.
Yeah.
But in 100 years' time, they'll be looking at Scrapping Irish video and saying, because by then they'll have invented some sort of ultrasonic technique where you just throw
you'll
throw a chip in a bath and you'll get gold out of it. And they'll be going, look at this idiot. This is what they used to do. They used to put it in acids and all sorts.
Hey, Dan.
CIA are down in the next box below you.
Hey, hello, Dan.
What's up, Dan, Mr. Cool?
Mike wore it disguised. I thought I would.
Can't really tell. It's all pixelated.
But I can't see where the shit because these aren't my reading glasses.
Well, you look like an aviator.
There, that better?
No, you look more like Captain Birdseye.
Or Captain Edward Smith.
They're a pair of antiques, man. I've had them for a long time, and they go in a little baggie.
Hey, Gibby, never worry about editing your videos. You don't edit them. I don't edit my videos. Ian Matthews puts his videos front to back, inside out, and it still works. Do what you want to do for your own channel. Don't worry about it. That's my advice. Don't get worked up over YouTube. It's not like YouTube are going to be paying you $500 a week or anything like that. It's even when you get big subscribe numbers, it's still not going to be big money.
Do you know, I'm looking at electronic scrapper and you think, you know, every time I do a video, you think to yourself, oh, that's a good idea. I've done a good job. This is going to get thousands of views.
Yeah.
But it doesn't. It doesn't.
I had the opposite. I did some car boot sale videos. I thought, I probably won't do so well. I'll probably get some stupid comments like this is boring. Quite the opposite.
I forgot to say hi to Granny and the Bear Scrappers, by the way. So hi and welcome in.
Granny and the Bear Scrappers.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's an older woman with a puppy dog named Bear.
There you go. But it's amazing all these scrap channels.
Just starting out,
which is brilliant.
So, bear with her.
Yeah,
no, that's the scrapper I've not seen before.
It's amazing all the people you meet through. That's what I like about YouTube. I know Mike is antisocial and he doesn't like meeting people, but he's actually made a lot of good friends, I'd say, through YouTube too.
I was asked, you know, Scrapping Irish. I was somebody commented to me on how this community was so supportive of each other.
Yeah, I was saying that earlier on,
And I said, right. From my point of view, I said, majority of us are scrappers. I said, if you go scrapping, it's generally looked down upon, you know.
Oh, yeah, I suppose, yeah. If someone goes
especially the dumpster diving part.
Yeah, if someone goes driving by and see you picking up stuff on the street, they go, oh, look at that guy.
Yeah, they look down upon you. I said, so we all know that. And we all, at a certain level, we know that. And we all have that empathy together. So we all support each other. You say, right, oh shit, everyone else can call us. But here, in this community, we all do the same thing.
Yeah.
You know, and there was...
I know what you're saying there, that we're the pariahs of the world. We're the pariahs of YouTube. But no, that's what I said earlier about I find great about this is there's no jealousy really. I don't think there's much jealousy among channels on the scrapper world. If a channel is growing above you, you still support that channel. You give, and if the channel just started off, you'll always try and give them any advice you can, or anything like that. We've seen on other channels, like especially travel, you know, them big guys that travel around the world and they have millions of people watching them travel the world. But they bitch about each other a lot. They be saying, you know, oh, such one was in this, and you're here thinking, why are you worrying about what that other channel is doing? Why are you getting involved in their channel? Just worry about your own channel. Stop worrying about other channels. But in the scrappers world, it's different. We all just support each other, as far as I can see, anyhow.
Oh wow, the sound just went a lot better then. What happened?
I don't know. Probably something you did. Maybe you fiddled with the wire.
Or maybe his ears have unblocked.
Hey, possibly.
Your ears went.
I did actually, you know, truthfully, I did actually go partially deaf last week.
Pardon?
What? It was great. It was great with the wife.
No. My wife accused me of having selective hearing all the time.
Yeah, Ian doesn't have COVID at all. He's just telling the wife he has it and he can't hear what she's saying anymore. That's what he's at.
Spent a few days off work.
Is that actually a symptom? I've not heard about that.
I think it is. You can have that as one of the symptoms, yeah. That your hearing goes down a bit. Your sense of smell, your sense of taste. Yeah.
Well, if you remember, last Sunday, I was eating stinky blue cheese.
Yeah.
I had no problems. The taste was there, the smell was there. Not a problem with that.
It is interesting with this how the symptoms can be so different for so many people. Lady across the street had it, and she couldn't taste anything for about 6 months.
Wow.
Yeah, it was really weird. And then when she could start to taste things, it all tasted terrible for a while after that. Yeah, it was really weird. And then when she could start to taste
you have to turn down your YouTube Southern Scrap.
Yeah, it was.
There you go. I think you've done it.
Oh, he muted himself.
Oh, he muted himself. Yeah, your YouTube is playing as well. Just stay. Oh, he's gone.
Wrong button.
Just mute your YouTube channel. That's all you gotta do.
Just watch it on when you click on the link to come up on StreamYards. Just stay on StreamYards and mute your YouTube side. That's all you need to do.
I pop out my chat as well.
Yes.
Pop out your
it's
chat.
Like this. Yeah, you got two windows. You got your StreamYard and you
Hold
got
on,
your
I'll make it bigger. I'll make it bigger.
Oh, you got make a large monitor, Ralph.
Yeah, I have quite a large monitor. I have something else going on there.
I only have 27 inches.
This is 43.
Wow.
So
you got your StreamYard side and you got your YouTube side, and you mute the YouTube side there. Turn that off.
Never mind that.
Or you do the pop-out chat.
The tab.
Like there, pop-out chat.
Never mind that, Ralph. Show me at 43 inches.
What?
He wants to see your 43 inches.
I don't.
My 43 inches. Well, I don't have a tape measure here. Just that's with all the tools. Oh, that. Hold on. My Klingon weaponry on the wall.
I'm going to see the Ushantar.
What are you up to now?
And we're back.
And we're back. Let me make it small again. There we go.
Make it small again. The magic of TV.
Need one of these, Ralph.
Yeah, Willy Wonka and the Chocolate
This
Factory.
has to do its stuff.
Yes, that one, the Andorian one. I will at some point try to acquire one, or maybe even make one.
Hey, Ian, here. This will make you feel better. You ready? Wait a minute. Ready?
I'll make you bigger for this. Hold on.
Oh! The Ian Matthews Shrine has
Look
been...
at that.
I'll have you know, I just went downstairs to get a drill and a screw, and I fell up the steps and broke my knuckle and my knee.
What?
Jeez, man.
Just for you, buddy.
Just for you, Matthew.
You fell up the stairs.
You can't fall up the
Technical
stairs.
difficulty.
Excuse me. You cannot fall up.
Yeah, you
it's
can.
impossible. You
Yeah,
can't
you
fall
can.
up.
I
The
just
U.S. president proved it. He fell up the stairs 3 times trying to get in the plane.
Ian, we saw
That's
you
no problem.
fall up the stairs.
Crusader. No problem at all.
We saw you fall up the stairs and not break a bottle of whiskey.
Yeah.
Yes.
He may have had a few drinks on him at the time as well, which was even more impressive.
The gods were with me there, Michael. Michael. The gods were with me.
He gave out to me that night as well for just he brought the whiskey down. He brought a whiskey down to the table, and I just went, "Oh, gone!" And he just goes to me, goes, "What? That's not how you drink whiskey."
It was something like, right. I know you're in Liverpool, but I brought you some whiskey. I know you're some Irish and Scottish. Here's some Welsh whiskey. Yeah, it was all right. Don't drink whiskey like that.
Welsh whiskey.
I came from an area. If you didn't drink it while it was in front of you, it was gone. If you turned your back, so you had to drink it straight away. It was like you just had to have it, or someone else had to have a drink on you. So it was the only way to do it.
Well, and he was rushing up the stairs because he was concerned that somebody was going to figure out that wasn't really a Rolex.
No, the fake Rolex.
Listen, no. I believe that guy. Come straight off the boat and said, like, I've just come from Nigeria. I've bought this Rolex.
I can't find it at the moment.
Nigeria.
Hold on. You mean this one?
That's the one.
You mean this one?
I actually checked the spelling. It was Rolex.
Hey, the amazing thing is,
Rolex.
Hey, hold on now. The amazing thing is, I've never put a battery into it since I got it, and it's still, well, you can't see it because of the green screen, but the hands are still working. But
Yeah, you can tell.
Yeah, it's still working, and that's 2
2
years
ago.
ago. More.
I'm gonna be so pissed off if that's a real one.
Matthew, there's no chance you ever giving me a real one, so don't even pretend it was.
Well, actually, I'll send you the link where I found that in the garage. I was tidying the garage up, and I think the video's called "Finally Treasure in the Shed." When I found that watch, I could have come from anywhere.
I go into a jewelry shop.
Probably a cheap Chinese map with the automatic movement.
What made you even think that's a Rolex?
Because it said Rolex in it.
Hey, Kevin, welcome in.
How are you?
Hey,
How are you
Kevin.
doing?
Oh, hello, Kevin.
How's life in the fast lane?
I don't know. Let me know I'll let you know when I get there. I've still only got my L plates up.
So, Ian, were you able to get a real good view of that shrine that Mike made for you? Have you seen what artistic skill went into that?
Many a time. Every time I went on paddle, he shoved it in my face.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, and Ian sent me something as well, but it never arrived.
He's looking for brownie points.
I don't need brownie points. I got it right here.
Well worth the wait.
I have to admit that was a great effort doing something like that. That's the best thing I've seen anyone do with a stick.
That is true.
Good God. If only he knew how much time it took me to carve out that solid foam block to put a cup in it.
You certainly did here. Look, it's right here. I keep it next to my bed. In case I have to take a piss in the middle of the night. Look at it. This is the box.
That was one solid piece of foam, that was.
You know what works really well, Ian? If you heat up a spoon and you press it in, you can basically cut a hollow shape out.
Look at that. It took me most of an afternoon, that did.
I can't believe you went to that amount of effort in the first place.
Yeah.
Ain't that crazy?
Put some effort in.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
Oh, you can just
Here, there's the other little piece.
you can take all the tape off and send somebody else a mug as well. You can reuse the packaging.
And you know what? If we know Ian half as well as we think we do, he saved all the foam that he carved out of that box, thinking he'll use it for something else.
He probably carved this out of the foam from the chair.
He sent me a picture of the pile of foam as he was cutting it too. So yeah.
Hey, Johnny Five, welcome in.
Hey, Johnny.
Hello.
What are you going to do with the foam you cut out of there, Ian?
Now, let's just hold on here a second, okay? Ian Matthews takes stamps off envelopes when they're sent to him, okay? So who's to say someone didn't send him a cup in a package and he just reused it? He probably did. He carved it out himself. Ian?
I think this is from this is from my resin for my 3D printer.
Are you still
Ooh,
taking the stamps off
nice.
the envelopes when they come without the Frank's marks on them?
Hey,
I'm so disappointed at Ralph's though.
What then?
Your package, I'm so disappointed. I'm
Yeah,
going to
me
have
too.
to. I'm going to have to actually send you a picture of the address that I sent it to, and you can tell me, no, that weren't right.
Hey, Matthew, you know what's a better way for you to do?
I've given
If
you
someone
my
sends you a
address like at
parcel,
least 3 times.
hey, if someone sends you a parcel, right, and they have a return address on it, you could do a deal with the postman. You could open it quickly, take out your present, put in what you want to send back, and go, no longer at this address, and it's delivered back free of charge to the sender. Wouldn't that work for you?
Don't give him any ideas, Irish.
Nothing I'm sure he hasn't tried already.
He's writing that one down.
Hey, Grandpa Kevin, have you showed these guys your package?
That's an awful thing
Oh,
to say
that
to a man.
sounds so
You
Yeah,
show
wrong.
his package to another gang of men.
Hey, I tell you what, he's got quite a hand. He's got quite a
This
handful.
package,
Oh, hold on. I'll have to make this bigger. You've got a small package.
Oh, wow, look at that.
Oh, wow.
Ah.
yeah.
What the hell happened there?
I don't know. I think he had a fart court crossways and forgot to put them in the envelope for somebody else.
No,
Hey,
thought-
he probably
thought
give
you
you,
were
a,
playing-
he give you a list of addresses to send them to the rest of them.
I'll read you his note. Hi,
Dear
Kevin.
Ken.
I've closed a few stickers. Getting very common now. I do enjoy your banter on the streams. Take care from one old man to another, Ian. P.S. I've put a few in just in case you might know someone who does not really want to wait the customary 2 years. There it is.
There's no address there. That's all right.
Oh, man.
Yes. That just sounds just like Ian.
So if anybody wants a sticker here in the U.S., just self-addressed stamped envelope too.
oh, you're not that tight, are you?
I
With a
squeak,
$5, just in an envelope with a $5, $5 to him.
yeah, no, I squeak when I walk, Parky.
Yeah, but Mike was offering
When
to
you got
sell
married,
his
did you have
for
confetti on
$50
the
a
string
pop.
by any chance?
Oh, yeah. I'll sell that.
Everybody was talking about that shiny penny I had in my pocket the other day. There it is.
It's not that shiny. Oh, wait, now it is. Oh, it has a really
I just
weird
sit there
green.
and rub the crap out of it. Lincoln's trying to jump off the penny, but I won't let him.
Keep pushing them in. Hey, every one of them is a prisoner in your pocket.
That's it. That's it.
Problem is, Kevin, doesn't matter how badly you rub it, it's still a penny.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it's not even copper. Crappy zinc.
Oh, Rafael sticking it in me.
And if you're in Europe, SIM card, that would still be faster. Yeah, it's still faster to get from America
by
to
the way,
Europe than it would be
Rafael-
from England.
Oh,
Lovely
man.
beat job.
Don't tell Evie. Just don't tell Evie.
It's amazing how your reputation goes ahead of you, Matthews, all the time. It precedes you every time. We all know you now. What I was amazed was the last day you go, what was that last video? Oh yeah, we were doing that. I was saying it earlier when you were fixing the grinders, and you go, oh yeah, got the carbon brushes, and next they were too big. You go, I know I have some here somewhere. And you went straight and pulled them straight out.
Slow down. Slow down. You can't
What's
fight
happened, Dad?
I'll be right back.
Try and get the jack.
Oh, Evie's still watching.
Yeah.
Evie, listen. It's in. I would have sent it last week, but the sticker would have had COVID on, so I have to wait.
That's his latest excuse now.
Okay.
That's what he's
All
going to use now, not to send
good.
anything.
The excuses are coming through.
Evie, these are pre-COVID stickers I have here, so.
So I have to wait 72 hours before I can send them.
I think it's safe enough for me to say this now. You're more or less over the COVID, aren't you?
I would say I'm no different than when I first started.
But you're not going to die, are you?
I hope not. Listen, no,
Okay.
but seriously.
I was going to say, if you died from the COVID, then stickers would be worth more. But
I was on.
In case you do pop your old clogs off.
Listen, Jason, I was watching something today on YouTube, and it was this guy, the famous doctor. Now, it's a year old, this video, okay? And he's saying he's done loads of autopsies on people who's died of the coof, and he's going through things. And I got bored, turned it off, started reading the comments. Got this nurse on, and this nurse says, yeah, I work on an ICU ward. It's just they come in. It's just a fine for the first 7 to 10 days.
Oh, don't stop this.
Then within 2 days, just go downhill and die. And I'm like, 7 to 10 days. I'm like, she goes, and all they say is, it's just like a cold, And then 2 days later, they're dead. And I'm thinking, I've only got till Wednesday.
You better get those stickers out.
Right, you better send me the location of that secret location altogether, will you, please? I'll have a GPS sent to me, please.
I'm thinking, that's a bit rough, isn't it? And then she says, but they were all a bit old. They were all in the 50s. I'm thinking...
So you should have died 4 days ago.
I'm too tight to die, I'm telling you.
All right, so
Matthew's will wake up Thursday morning and goes, yes, I've done it, I've made it.
So
yeah, that's
Maybe that just become a sketch.
That'll be the
where
sound
he's working
effect.
out how long he's got left to live. And it says it works out you spend so much time doing this and that and the other. And it says I should have died last week.
Yeah.
Somebody broke it all down.
So Ian, what are we really telling Evie here, that she and I have got another 3 years to wait for a sticker?
Oh, that's gone up. I thought 2 years with the norm.
Kevin, how far's Florida from you?
Consider it done.
Oh, so you're the new hub, Kevin. I thought Kevin was supposed to be the hub.
More than happy to help out.
Hey, Kevin, I'll send you money.
Yeah, send up the stamp.
Wait a minute.
I've still got some stamps left.
I have a couple of stamps. I need to.
I'll send you some shiny pennies, Kevin. Look at that.
I've got all the stamps I need.
Oh, yeah. there you
Wow.
go.
Just put that
Pennies
roll into
go-
a box and send it to Ian.
Yeah, I think USPS are missing a stamp or two.
Oh, wow.
Pennies aren't used here in Canada anymore, so I'll send them to you.
Can I melt them?
They're only worth the copper they're printed on.
See that? Oh, pre-sorted first class. Come on, get yourself focus. Focus.
You're too close.
Focus.
Are they in plastic?
Did Matthew send you the camera as well? That dodgy one I sent him.
Is
I'm retired. Do it yourself.
on that roll.
That's a good shirt.
Yeah.
Oh, 3,000 stamps. Excuse me.
3,000
Wow.
stamps.
3,000.
Imagine, Ian, if you had them, what you could do. You could not post anything out ever and just hold the stamps and mind them and look at them.
Hey, Kevin, is that for your machine to automatically stamp the envelopes when you're doing a run on stuff, or do you have to lick each one by itself?
No, that's all done by machine.
Oh, okay.
They're all stickers.
Yeah.
So, hang on. So you've got a licking machine.
Here's another roll.
This the mind boggles.
I
Do you
think
hire
you
it?
missed that,
Do you
Ian.
hire it out?
Hey, you know, there's a place in the UK called Lick It End.
And how many licks a minute can it do?
Yep, I'll get one out to you, Shark.
Hey Dan, what are you scrapping out tonight? Are you not doing any littles or anything?
I'm waiting for the wife to come home. We're going curbside. It starts today.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Is the weather cold?
It's just started snowing.
Oh, that'll be a nice curbside night.
Isn't that romantic? Going out for a street scrap in the snow.
You can hear it hitting.
There's
the
no
window
business
here.
like snow
It's like
business.
ice.
And tomorrow,
Dan, you are such a romantic, I tell you.
Do you know? I reckon street scrapping in the snow must be so much better because you just don't know what you're picking up, do you? You're like, what's this going to be? Shake it off. Oh shit! You know, pick it up. Oh.
When the snow pile is too high, just hit it with the truck.
Careful, it's not a hydrant.
catch that paint job.
Yeah, exactly.
So now how does this
They'll use a
work?
trailer.
Dan gets the snow and then it goes to Mike, or has Mike already had snow?
Now it goes.
We had like a sleet earlier. I don't know what it's doing now. I ain't got no windows in this room, so I can't look out.
Mike was hoping it'd snow and cover up everything in his yard so he wouldn't have to go around and clear it up. See, he comes out and all he sees is white snow.
I don't have nothing in my yard.
It's all done.
My yard's almost done. Yeah,
Same with mine. That's why I got to rebuild.
Yeah.
But I do have a video uploading right now, so.
Oh, well. We'll have to check it out. Well, see, Ian was going to check it out my video, so he'll probably be gone to sleep by the time your video comes on. So it'll be tomorrow before he gets to see your one.
my lovely dial-up internet, it's only a 20-minute video, and I still got another hour and a half to go before it's up.
Are you still on dial-up?
Pretty much, yeah.
Does it still make the crackly noise when you first connect?
No, they did away with the noise.
Okay, all right.
Yep. Well, there's nothing else down here. Like I can walk to town, and there's no cable or anything down here. So.
I need to
It's one of the
shove a
busiest
few
roads.
bucks Elon Musk to get Starlink.
Here you go.
Gil has it, and I know a few
Yeah, Gil
Canadians
has
that have it, but it's going to cost me about $900 initially to get it.
Quit whining.
Hold on.
Yeah,
What
sounds
anyways,
about
Mike showing
right.
us?
Quit
Yeah,
whining.
it's snowing in Hawaii.
So over 500 quid for hardware, and it's £89 a month subscription. For
Snow in
Starlink.
Hawaii.
Yeah, well, up at the observatory, you can go skiing in the morning and swimming in the afternoon.
Yeah, I never heard of it.
Is internet dear in America, like per month? How much do you pay per month for your broadband?
Too much.
And Canada. It's like €45 here in Ireland a month for unlimited internet, and that's probably speeds of maybe 150 meg.
That's reasonable, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's a little bit cheaper than I'd get. I'm on 200 gig, so that costs me around about 54
200
pounds.
megabytes, not gig.
Yeah, mine's 200.
It's probably
70.
the download speed, is it? Are you limited on your download or your for the month, or are you unlimited?
Unlimited.
Okay.
Let's see. I've got unlimited. I'm paying 133 and some change, and that includes landline and cell phones.
Okay, so you have your cell phones in that as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, my landline's in that, and I get a TV package, but I don't use it.
No, that's just broadband.
I actually
not
cancelled my
broadband.
TV. I was able to cancel the TV part of my subscription. I only have internet left, so now I pay $60 a month for 1 gigabyte download.
Oh my God.
No restrictions on how much I can download.
That's
Well,
good.
it's
And what
going to be
about you, Dan,
interesting
in
here
Canada?
next year, Ralph, because they're doing away with analog landlines.
Oh, they got rid of those here
They're doing that
a couple of
already.
years ago.
They're already doing that with BT.
Yes.
Because
what do you pay? What does Dan pay in Canada?
Hold
Hold on,
on,
let's see what
Intel
Dan pays
online,
in
it
Canada
doesn't
for
work
his internet.
anymore.
Shut up.
Paying 90 a month, unlimited.
That's a lot for dial-up, like.
Yep. But that's all you can get where I am.
So
Wow.
Ian, my wife has gone on a tear. We now have Hulu, we have Disney Plus, we have I don't know what other things she's subscribed to, and
Netflix.
oh my God, it's just
And
we've got more channels.
Do you know
to
why
watch
that is,
now.
Shark? Do you know why that is, Shark? Because every day you're out there on the streets, instead of paying attention to your missus. So she's now looking at, she's trying to get escapism by, looking at cartoons.
Cartoons.
No, I think it's because she found a new cooking channel to watch.
All right. My wife said to me tonight, she said, "What are you doing there?" I'm like, do you never watch my videos? She went, "No."
Here's the boss.
Oh, you're in trouble now.
Oh, there's the real boss. Oh, you Mrs. McGrath.
Hey, listen. No. Shut up, Ian.
I'm sorry.
It's bad when you have to
went
tell
in-
yourself shut up, Ian. It's very bad.
Ian, I went in last night to watch one of the Christmas movies with my wife, and our dog just stood there and looked at me like, "What the hell are you doing? That's where I sit."
Hey, stop talking about movies, or we'll have Raphael coming up giving us movie reviews in a minute. Stop talking about movies.
Yeah.
Raphael will be up giving us a movie review.
Yeah, so we're at that point now where every night we watch a Christmas movie, leading up to Christmas.
I'm not quite in the Christmas spirit yet.
Well, gee, I
I
wonder
never
why.
am. I always hope it's over.
Well, I
really
don't know.
quick.
I should say I am into the Christmas spirit.
Spirits.
I am in the Luke, Ralph. You're supposed to Luke.
I'm looking.
I am into the Christmas spirit.
Yeah.
Irish, I think you put your pecker in the wrong place.
Hey, Ralph, you want to see my speed?
Hold on, let me make that
Are you
bigger.
doing a speed test? Oh.
13.7.
Oh wow.
Download 0.81 upload.
Oh,
Well, if you're doing that while you're on StreamYard and YouTube, it's going to show a lot less than it actually is because the StreamYard is going to take quite some bandwidth. It doesn't make a
really
difference.
make a difference.
And what
Really?
about your cell phone internet on your cell phone, your data? Are you
Well, that's totally
data?
different.
No, but
Totally
have you got
different.
unlimited data on that?
I
My
think I have
dad
20
is
gigs on
unlimited
that,
on it,
but
too.
I don't use it.
I always because my upload speed on my mobile is 50 something meg, where on my broadband it's 20 something. So I always use my phone to upload my videos because it does it a lot quicker.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
So I use my phone as a hotspot.
That works. Yeah.
Yeah. Because I've unlimited data, so it doesn't matter how many gigs I upload a month.
How do you do that with your computer?
Well, all you do is you turn your hotspot on your phone. You go down to where your Wi-Fi connection is on your laptop or computer, and your hotspot will show up there, and you just connect to it, and that's it.
Hey, Gilskills. Hello.
Hey, what's
Hey,
up,
Gilskills?
Gilskills?
I'll have to give that a try.
Yeah, because if you've got a better upload speed on your mobile phone, you can use that then to upload your videos quicker.
That's assuming that
I don't have that
computer is
problem,
wireless.
What are we saying, Ian?
That's assuming that Dan's computer is wireless.
Yes. Has to have Wi-Fi.
Mine is because the modem's right here.
Yes. So there you go.
Well, still, if you connect the cable from the modem to the computer, it's
Now,
probably
is
a
it
lot
connected-
faster
Do you have
still.
like a Wi-Fi card in your laptop, or is it a PC?
To who?
A Wi-Fi does it have a Wi-Fi card in it?
In what?
In your PC?
I have no idea.
Is it connected hardwire? Is there a wire running?
No, I can go either or.
Oh yeah, well then you have a Wi-Fi card. Yeah, you can do it then.
So Dan
If
goes
you have the
both
option
ways.
to use a wire. Don't go Wi-Fi.
Yeah, on the modem.
Yeah.
Hey, Gills, welcome in, Gills.
Now, I recognize that there may be some people that are young enough, even on the panel, that may not remember when images would load a line at a time.
Yes.
I remember them.
Yes.
Yes.
I remember them as a teenager trying to find certain pictures on the internet.
And there's got to be something
Of your
better
sports
next time,
cars.
and just wait another 5 minutes for the damn picture to load. Forget about video clips or movies, just pictures. Just
Yeah, line by line, and then your parents might come into the room. What are you looking at? Oh, nothing. Shut down the laptop.
Laptop? There was not a laptop. It was
Well,
one of those desktop
press the
PCs
button
with a
on
big
the- whatever it
CRT.
was, yeah.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
a
that's not like it,
Pull the
Ralph.
plug clean out.
No, just click on the monitor. It's off. What are you doing? Oh, just waiting for it to boot.
When we were younger, we had the Sears catalog or National Geographic.
I know you're laughing there now, but you know, I shake my head to think
National Geographic,
the enjoyment I used to get out of a green screen.
Enjoyment I used to get.
I hate Christmas Santa as a Democrat. I don't give a crap about politics, but I hate Christmas as well.
Hey, but anyway, I mean, it was one step up from black and white.
Hey, Technicus,
Yes.
welcome in.
Hey, Technicus. I like Technicus's channel, but I don't
I was watching
understand
him
the
this morning
word
when-
he says.
Well, it's all Polish, like he speaks in Polish, but you can get the drift of what he's doing. He was smashing up for aluminium this morning on it, so or aluminum, as you like to call it.
Smashing? Does that mean he used an hammer?
He did use a hammer. He was using a hammer this morning.
I
I
shall
don't
have
know.
that.
If he's in Poland, it's not a Hama. It's probably a Hama.
Homina.
I like that. I like what E-Waste Mike has in his hands. I could do some damage with that one.
I bet you could. Hold on, let me make it bigger there. Let's get a right look at that one.
It even strips wire.
I might cast the aluminium bronze one at some point. Just have a nice golden
Ooh,
hammer
looks like
slash axe.
Kevin's having a mall.
Oh yeah, Kevin's got one now as well.
The splitting mall.
That's it. Handheld. It's just
Yeah.
a shorty.
A shorty.
How many
All I have
hammers
is-
do you have in your shedding?
At least 20. At least
Too many to
20.
count. Too many to count.
And have you used every one of them hammers in the last year? Or are they 20 the same hammers or 20 different hammers? Like in different heads on them and different uses?
They're all different. I'm a little bit like, I don't know. You know how I suppose how an engineer likes to use a certain tool to use a certain job. I like to use the right hammer for the right hammering.
Trust me, I'm an engineer.
So, Ian, I got a question for you about hammers. So, when with my claw hammers, they always feel much more balanced on the swing than the brick hammer. The brick hammer just feels a little bit off balance. Do you notice the same thing?
No, I find it very strange when I watch other people use a claw hammer and use the claw as kind of an axe, and I'm like, that's wrong. That's so wrong.
Well, it
Hey,
is.
Tim,
It
welcome in.
is. Yeah, you're not. Yeah, you shouldn't be. Yeah, I agree. I don't know. It's like for some reason that maybe the handle isn't long enough on that brick hammer that I have that it's balanced properly. It just feels weird.
Well, the head of the
brick
hammer.
hammer. The best thing he ever bought was the brick hammer.
The head of the hammer.
I actually,
the head of the
I mean,
brick hammer.
for many years, I used to use a
An E-swing, yeah.
That's a good quality
one.
hammer.
a fireman's axe. I used to use a fireman's axe for many, many years, you know, rather than a brick hammer.
Them
Don't
E-swing
want to.
hammers that Kevin has down there, they're a very expensive hammer here in Ireland. I don't know what they're like everywhere else, but they're the dearest hammer you can buy. Well, that's an axe he has, or a maul, but the
This
E-swing
is the
hammers
type
are
of
the
axe I
dearest one.
use.
Yeah. Kevin, I've got an Eastwig rock hammer, and that thing is awesome. Oh my God, it is sweet.
Yep.
Is it true that they were made in prisons in America at the very beginning?
I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, I wouldn't.
That's where they started off from. They were made as a hammer in a prison, and then some company took them over then and commercially made them up for because they've got such a
the
good
guys were
reputation.
trying to escape.
Just
Did
someone
you
told
know
me
that
that. I don't know the truth. I
redemption-
never looked it up to see were E-swing hammers originally made in prisons in America.
Did you know that hammer, the basic hammer is completely out-engineered? There's nothing they can do to improve on a hammer. There's the evolution of the hammer is done.
Hey, the way you know when do you ever notice young people when they get hammers first, you know they're novices when they're hammers because they start banging two hammers together. The one thing you should never do.
No. Big
Yeah.
fat no.
I've never
Yeah.
done that. Why would you do that?
Well, so I've seen apprentices do that on building sites
There's certain hammers
Why?
you can do that with.
because they're just messing, just hitting hammers off each other, and they say boom.
And the thing is, they choke them. They choke the hammer.
Like hammering like this.
Yeah.
I sometimes do that when I need only tiny little bit, but yeah.
Yeah, that's for
That's why they make small
control.
hammers.
Like toffee hammer.
A toffee hammer, yeah.
And little jewel
Matthews reckons that's what I have, a toffee hammer when he see me using my one.
Hey, Tim,
They
how you
make,
doing?
they make them from toffee. True.
No, for smashing toffee. Tim, I think I said hi to you when you came in, grass cutter Tim, or Palmer, sorry.
Hey, Tim, I take it Conker's finished.
All right, I'm gonna go. I've got a guy bringing me a water heater and a washing machine.
No problem, Kevin. Thanks for popping up and saying hi.
Oh, so you're doing laundry.
And get all these Matthew stickers sent out, will you? All them people in
His wife
America are
did
waiting for
laundry and
something.
she broke the 2 units.
There you go.
All right. Take
Bye,
care.
Kevin.
See you on the next
Hey,
one.
Kevin.
Bye.
Right, see you, Kevin.
Bye.
I'm going to shoot off at 10 o'clock. 4 minutes.
4 minutes.
Famous last words.
Oh no, Matt, he'll disappear. He does it. He sticks to his word. Most times. So we'll see. Will he be still with us on Thursday? Anyway, that's the main thing.
Oh, I hope.
See, Ralph, 1 hour and 22 minutes left.
4?
My video to upload.
What? Really? Dang.
Yes, that's what I said. That's how fast our internet is.
Dang. When I have like
The only thing
a
I
half
have
an
now-
hour video in full HD and I try to upload it, I just upload it and then I look for a thumbnail and by the time I find the thumbnail, the upload is done. It's about 5 minutes.
You live in a world in the future compared to Dan.
Yeah.
Well,
Of
Dan,
course,
I'm
then
gonna
that,
go
that
up-
manual review it goes through takes like half an hour.
Oh yeah,
I'm gonna
that manual
go in-
check now it does.
I'm gonna go on
Yeah.
Dan's channel and wait for that to upload. I'll be the first one there.
We'll see can I beat you to it.
But the thumbnail, I mean, I only get a choice of 3, iMovie Movie Maker gives you 3 to look at, and you think, oh, I don't like any of them.
Speaking
make
of
your
which, I
own.
need to change some old thumbnails
Oh,
into something better.
Oh, just make your own.
Hey Gibby, take it easy. Bye bye.
Well, enjoy. What?
Oh,
That was
sorry,
quick.
sorry. I thought
See
you.
you, man.
I can also read it on the other screen, so it doesn't really matter. Thank you. Looking forward to chat again. Yeah. Is Gibby also someone who popped in for the first time today? I don't
Not
remember
sure.
seeing him before.
Not sure. He had 10 subscribers, so if anyone wants to check out his channel and subscribe to the person,
I'll
I'm
go
sure
over
he'd
and
be
look
more
at.
than happy to have new subscribers.
I'll go over and
Always
look at
like
Gibby the
I'm gonna
Scrapper.
go copy and new screen. I'm gonna go have a look.
You know,
54% uploaded. 1 hour and 19 minutes left.
and how long ago did you start? Oh, you started it how long ago?
Well, it's
13
halfway.
subscribers,
So,
it says
It's
here.
halfway done, so it takes two
yeah, an
minutes.
hour and 20 minutes to go yet. So three.
Oh,
Well, Mike, you've
Like
got
3
time
hours
to go
to upload a
make
video
dinner
here.
and have dessert before
Oh,
that
subscribe
video
to
is ready
Gill
look at.
Skills, E-Cycle Nation, Moose Scrapper, Shark Scrapper. Oh, and someone else called Ralph.
You think so? When you go to your subscriptions, you get down to S. It's like that.
Yeah, Scrapper,
Yeah. Oh,
Scrapper, Scrapper.
Scrap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Online search.
Right, see you later, Gibby.
Mike, still need to email you. I'm interested in those fuses.
Yeah.
So
What sort of fuses, Mike?
Top secret.
Yeah, I guess.
Can't tell you.
So I don't know what's going on this year with the Christmas lights, but we've now had 4 strings of lights that have failed. And it's, they're the kind that are supposed to stay on when one bulb goes out. And I can't.
Yeah, you're just saying that so you get to scrap them out. You're breaking them, and you're just going to the wife. Oh, we have to scrap out another set of lights.
We say
Yeah,
fuses.
no.
It's
No,
a
'cause
slow.
that
That's a
means-
slow blow fuse.
That means the decorations have to come off the tree.
And then
And the new
12
lights
volt is the
go on,
ultra
and then the
slow
decorations
blow
go back on the
version.
tree. Yeah. No,
That
Can't
just-
believe.
That
Can't
just
believe
means
you
that the
still
person I hired to break into your house to sabotage your lights is doing his job.
Oh, okay. All right.
Where do you
Got
hang them Where do you hang them outside? Yeah, you're done. I know people in Florida. The right price, they'll hook me up. You're lucky I didn't go down there when I was going to. You would have been in deep shit, buddy.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I know. But I've got the mighty golden guard dog, so she'll lick you to death.
Right.
He'll bring Earl with him.
Free
Then you're in
bath.
trouble.
He gets a free bath.
No, Earl's got Mike's got his girl. We'll just rub against you to death.
Yeah, someone say Florida. ACR.
Yeah.
So do they say flow rider? Is it
No,
flow
we don't
rider?
say Florida. Why would we say Florida?
I don't know.
That's a song. Flow.
That's a-
Right.
that's a singer.
It's song with all that. It's not Florida. It's Flow Rider.
And they're a musical artist of that name.
Yeah, Flo Rider's a rap artist or something in America, isn't he?
Yeah, something
Flow
like that.
rider.
In musical artist of some type.
Yeah.
I wasn't
So
thinking
just
of
tell
a
me the
rap
scene
group.
now, right? When you went and you got your positive test, what was their advice to you?
Fucking foam.
Advised by whom?
By the doctors, like, or did they, what did they say you should be doing? Or
No, they
No.
go to the doctors. Went to the chemist and got a pack.
Okay.
Of 7. Took it. We did it at work, and the director said, "You're positive. Go home. You're positive.
Yeah,
Go home."
that's what I said.
go home.
Now on the other side of it, and this is where I'm a little bit torn, really. Okay, bear in mind I had me booster on Saturday, so I tested positive on Tuesday. So I'm thinking to myself, it's showing up the booster, all right, and I should have just left it at that pregnancy test kit and left it at that. But I went ahead and I did the PCR because it was like it was like a second chance there, because 2 days later or a day later it could have been like, oh, it's a false positive, you can go back to work.
Yeah.
But because I filled in that PCR, that's it. I've gone into the system now. I've been inundated with emails, with phone calls, track and trace, where have you been, who have you met, all this lot. And I'm like, I'd have been better off just not bothering.
But did they give you any advice, like, on what to take
what
or
I do.
what to do?
No, I've got no debt or anything like that. It's just like, you've got it, stay at home.
All right, so there's nothing like, oh, take this type of medicine, it helps relieve this, or it does that.
No, I relied on Shark Scrapper. No, not Shark Scrapper. Cruiser Mac. Cruiser Mac gave me great advice. Said, whiskey, and more whiskey.
It's almost worse than when you get tuberculosis. When they go like, "Who've you met? Where have you been?" I once had a call to get myself tested for tuberculosis because someone I worked with months before apparently had tuberculosis.
Like a Shark Scrapper.
As long as you're not coughing, you're all right.
Is he going? There, Shark. That's a shark.
Hold on. Let me put it up there. The results of his pregnancy test.
He's expecting twins.
So there's a C on there for COVID, and the T is for what? Tuberculosis?
Yeah. So the C is for control. So you will always get the C. As soon as you take the test, you'll get the C anyway. And the T stands for the test. And if you're not got it, you don't get a line
on the test part.
Oh, okay.
I thought the T stands for that sucks.
So what's the S for?
So the lad at work, he come up with a C, and I'm like, it takes 5 minutes before you'll get another line. And he's like, you take yours. So you did the thing, you put it on there, and mine just went boop, 2 lines straight away.
Did you have to pee on that?
right in that little hole there.
Wow.
He's got a good aim for his age.
Lick it. You got to lick it.
He's got a good aim for his age.
Well, folks, I am going to go and eat my dinner.
I don't know about that. I just dribbled all over it, Some will get
What
in.
are we having, Mike?
We are having grilled ham and cheese sandwiches and bean and bacon soup.
Cool.
Bean and bacon soup. That sounds tasty.
Ooh.
So smelly.
Anything with bacon in it is
Unlike Ian, I will be able to taste it and enjoy it.
Yeah, well, let me. I can taste my iron brew.
And I'm going to wash it down with a little amaretto.
Disaronno.
And then I'm gonna wash that down with a little Jack Daniels. So we're good.
Scrapping Irish, you've conned me. It's 7 minutes past 10.
I was waiting. I was hoping you wouldn't. I was going to see how long we could keep you there without noticing it. I was thinking, how long would he before he'd noticed it? I was waiting for Parky to say it to you, to say, Ian, it's gone past 10.
Yeah, but the thing is, I don't have to go to work tomorrow. So,
yeah.
Unfortunately, I have to. Meh.
Yeah,
weekends are too short.
Not me.
The real reason is I'm missing NBA now at the moment.
Oh.
Oh.
Ooh. I haven't watched NBA in, I'd say, to be honest, 6 months.
Where is he on now?
He usually is on a Sunday evening.
Yeah. I haven't gotten a notification yet.
Why are you pouring that out of the bowl? You're just dirtying another dish, man.
Why don't you shut up? Mind your own damn business. What?
Oh, I'm going to suggest he didn't want to stick his head in it because his beard would get all messed up.
Well, that's what they have spoons for.
Oh.
What the heck? Oh.
It's stringy cheese.
I'm going to get myself another drink. I'll be back.
There you go.
No.
It's probably stuck to her now. We threw it over. It's probably stuck to her.
Didn't your mom ever teach you don't play with your food?
Hey, Michael Clinton. Hello, Michael Clinton.
Hey, Mike.
You didn't do that trick that I seen this one girl do at a restaurant. She snorted in a spaghetti noodle and then blew it out the other nostril. She had it hanging in
Oh
her
yeah,
nose.
that's just wrong.
Talent.
I can actually now put something up one nostril and pull it out the other because I've nose picked through my septum.
Why?
Not in one go though. Took years, but yeah, I can now hang a padlock from my nose if I wanted to.
And why would you want to?
Yeah.
If I wanted to,
Hey, Andrew.
but
Hey,
yeah,
Andrew.
I don't want
welcome
to.
in,
Hey, Andrew.
And Michael Clinton, I forgot to say hi to
Hi,
coming in
Andrew.
there as well.
It's like when I see some of these people that have these piercings that go through their nose. You know, it's like,
Yeah.
well, we do that to cattle and sheep. Why would you want to do it to your own body?
Yeah, exactly. I was just surprised when I went through all the way. I was like, what?
Now, this is a serious question for Ian before he does eventually go. I'm not trying to keep him or anything. Since you went over your 10,000 subs, have you noticed any
10 or 11?
No, when you went over your 10 the first time, did you notice it took a long time to go from your 10 to your 11? A lot longer than the 9 to the 10.
It took a year. It took a full year to go from the 10 to the 11.
Okay.
This is why I did that little bit of an experiment and banged out a load of videos, which worked because I did 100 increase in 100 subs in something like 2 weeks.
Oh wow! Okay.
Okay.
Whereas when you say I took 1,000, it took me over a year. I'm convinced they're not all real anyway. I'm convinced that it's YouTube just.
Because you went very quickly from about 5,000 to the 10,000, I think. You've done that very quickly.
Yes, very.
Yeah.
If I remember, I was 6. It was 9th of January. I hit 60. I did a video on it. 60 and 6,000 it was.
Yeah.
It went very quick.
Yeah, no, that's what I was wondering. Whether it take a while to come in for the other 1,000 to get you over your 11,000.
Yeah, I think it's. I'm too mixed up in what I do.
What do you do?
I play around in this shed. That's what I do.
Yeah, there you go.
You have a YouTube channel?
Yeah.
Oh, I have to check it out. Put your link in there.
It'll send you to sleep, Irish. E-waste, Mike.
Really? He called me Irish. Ain't that some shit? I don't even know. What you're talking to.
He knows you are of Irish descent. You see.
I do.
No. What it is, I associate. Now, don't take this wrong. Proper e-waste scrapping with Irish.
What? Pikeys? Is that what you're saying?
No, proper e-waste with yourself scrapping Irish. So if I think of scrapping channels that do e-waste, e-waste Ben, I think, I straight away I think of you, scrapping Irish.
I only wish I had his numbers.
Well, he's been going a lot longer, hasn't he? An e-waste Mike dabbles a bit in e-waste, doesn't he?
He was big. E-waste Mike was one of the first people I seen doing the recovery with the acids, and then he discovered that's costing money. I can make money quicker without using acid.
Yeah, it ain't worth it for me.
Yeah.
I just collect it all and send it over to Scrapping Irish at some point.
I wish I had a buyer for e-waste, honestly.
And there has to be someone in the UK that'll buy all that off you. Has to be.
Well, there is. It's trying to find somebody. I mean, somebody commented the other day.
Forgot.
And he says, I get like 150, something like 600 and 800 pounds, per kilos. And then somebody else commented in my comment saying, well, those are stupid prices. I think that was UK Scrapper. He said, I'm getting something like £1,800 a ton for proper e-waste, high grade.
Yeah.
So,
But see, a lot of people they'll buy, like where Dan's at. They only pay one price for all the motherboards.
Yeah, well, that's the same with me over here. They'd only give me shred price on motherboards, so I'm not going to throw it in the shred. I'm just going to strip it down rather than throw it in for shred price.
Yeah. That's why you make so much when you go to board sort, because each motherboard is a different category. You know, it's a different price. Yeah. It goes from $1.80 to $4.50 a pound. So but yeah, it sucks for that guy down there that's sleeping in the bottom there. That guy.
Yes, it does. That's why when I make that trip across the creek shortly, I'm going to be bringing it all to you.
Would you have to pay some sort of import duty or something like that if you brought that down to board sort and sold it to them?
I have no idea.
Just sell it.
Well, I think it depends on how much you're bringing in. You know,
that's what I want to see with Big Red, because he's supposed to bring me a mountain of stuff.
Yeah, that's in January.
But I'm wondering, because he has a dual citizenship, because he has a place in Marysville, which is, it's not far from here. So I wonder if he'll be able to just say he's transferring it from his property there to his property here. It's going to be interesting to see how that works, at the border.
Hey, what's that you twisted in your hand there, Ralph?
I got that copper ball.
Copper ball.
Copper ball. I'm making another copper ball because of unrolling coils.
Oh, I fell for it. He wanted me to make the screen big.
Oh yeah.
I fell for
it. He had to make his ball bigger.
He pulled an Ian Matthews.
He done an Ian Matthews.
Then gone he is. Well done, Ian.
You got to admit that was good.
That was pretty good. Yeah.
If he asked a question, I'd have to make it big so everyone could see what he was at. And next minute, bang, he was gone.
You need to clean up a little bit there, Ralph.
Well played.
I need to clean up quite a lot, yes.
You eat a lot of bananas.
Oh, no, I actually don't eat the bananas. I just take the boxes.
That was just
a pet
rude.
Monkey out back.
Just kick the poor old big guy off the panel.
He's training the monkey how to scrap the waste while he's gone to work.
1 hour and 3 minutes left. 65% uploaded.
Oh my God. Do you know what would be terrible now, Dan, if you had a power cut or something? At 99%.
The internet shut off like it did a few days ago. We lost the internet about 8 times in one day.
Yeah, that'd be terrible. Be up like at 99% or something. And
copper me balls. No, friend. No. This is
I
just.
think you're on something, Crypto.
Yep, she is.
I just need another one of these, so that when he's done, I can put them down there.
There you go. Then you got to make him a pecker.
Yeah, I probably need like a
veg.
copper ingot there.
Yeah,
just put him up higher.
Copper ingot for pecker.
Oh, I gotta go. The boss is home. We're gonna hit the curbside.
Hey, no problem, Dan. Thanks for popping up.
I'll show you what it looks like outside now.
Yeah, let's have a look at Dan's snow.
That's the wife coming in the driveway. You can see the stuff floating.
And we don't have nothing down here, Dan.
It's raining and snow mix.
We don't have nothing down here now. Keep that shit.
Yeah, well, it's coming out of the east for some reason. Why we get it out of the west?
Dan, be careful, man. That could be pretty slickery.
Yeah. Okay.
Hey, hopefully you find some interesting stuff tonight, anyhow.
Yeah, I hope so too. Thanks for having me up.
No problem, Dan.
Anytime, man.
Take it easy.
Everybody in the chat, see ya.
Well,
I just need
to go do something, so I'm putting. Who would I put in charge? I'm putting Mike in charge. Mike, don't give Shark too much of a hard time. Turn back.
Who?
Uh-oh, he got authority.
He looks like an old shriveled up turd sitting up there. Look at him.
Oh.
Don't talk about Park Nest like that.
I'm sorry.
It's all right. It's all right. It's just being his usual self.
What do you think I was talking about you? No, it was Park Nest.
Charming self.
That's the quietest I've ever heard Park Nest on the panel. Usually you don't shut up.
Yeah,
busy.
that's true.
He's playing around with GIMP.
Oh, that was you know?
Not that sort of GIMP. No, not a Pulp Fiction GIMP. The GNU image manipulation program.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the free Photoshop.
Simple Man's in there. What an idiot! Simple Man. Jesus.
Oh, and after knocking over all my stuff,
You got some Pringles. Oh.
I had to go get some Pringles.
I haven't had Pringles in ages.
Box of pins.
Here, I would have gave you some.
Ah, what flavor are they?
I got the big long one.
Oh, cool.
Look at shark guy. Sour cream and onion.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I like those. Yeah, I
Party
usually
size.
get those.
I got smoky bacon flavor. Doo-doo.
I never seen smoky bacon flavor.
Oh, there you go.
No, Simple Man, I would not give you a blue wrench. Sorry, buddy. Whether I'm in charge or not, you'll never get a blue wrench, buddy.
He's
Never.
still trying to get his blue wrench back off you.
No. I gave a blue wrench on mine like 10 times and I had to take it back because he don't know how to act. Now he's the only one in my live stream that does not have a wrench. I get trolls come in my live stream, I give him a wrench. So he don't get one. Everybody gets a wrench. Except Shark. He ain't getting no Shark. No wrench for Shark.
No wrench for me.
Nope.
Oh man.
No soup for you.
Thomas, welcome in.
And then they'll sit there and tell everybody, oh, Mike don't like me. He don't give me a wrench. Right. He don't like me.
So what's your plan, Mike? When are you going to know if you're going to get all that stuff off Big Red?
He said January sometime because he's coming over to the States to do a coin show because he does the silver. So we'll see.
Yeah, he does some cool stuff with all the silver casting.
Well, he said his e-waste, he has like a barrel of fingers, a barrel of CPUs, and just tons and tons of stuff. He's just been piling it up.
Because he'd started, wasn't it Big Country Scrapper? That was his other channel.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
So
it
he used
became
to be on the-
Redneck
he-
Stacker,
on
and
the
then it
he
became
changed
Big
to
Red
the
Bullion.
coin and the silver.
Yep.
You know,
But it's
so
gonna be kind of hard because it's got to be sorted out. Because he told me that some of the boards he took those gold corner BGAs off of. So you have to sort all that stuff, and if he has a mountain like he says he has, I'm not gonna be able to do that all in one day. So I don't know how we're gonna do it. We'll have to figure it out.
Hey, Kevin,
Because if you take a large socket motherboard that's $4.50 a pound, and you take that BGA chip off of there, now it's $1 a pound.
Yeah.
That's how much it drops. So that's all got to be, sorted. And if there's, PCI cards, and then you have to look at all the fingers because if they're not closely cut, that's a downgrade for my guy, for my refiner.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of stuff you're gonna have to go through. So what I'll probably end up doing is paying them, so much on it, and then as I sort it out, then I'll just, pay them, on the rest of it. But
yeah, like if you took a deposit on it, and then when you want to
and I mean, me and him are really good, and we're both trustworthy, so it's not.
Yeah.
But we'll work it out somehow.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see because he said he had a big barrel of fingers. Like that could be really worth something if you have a big barrel.
I can actually. I mean, just figuring out if I just bought those off of them for half of what my refiner pays me for them.
Mm-hmm.
We figured out it's between 18 and 23 grand profit.
Oh,
yeah, just
that's
on
a nice
those.
payday.
Yeah, but it depends on the gold price and I'm surprised because I just sold my refiner a bunch of stuff, and because gold is down, he actually gave me more on I think the BGAs. He gave me like $5 more a pound on those.
Oh.
Kept the gold fingers at the same price, but then the little crystal oscillators, the little ceramic.
Yeah.
He used to buy them for $15 a pound. He's now paying me $40 a pound for those.
Whoa.
Yeah. So, but the guy
knows something.
Yeah, he knows. Well, he does it all himself. Last year he refined, I think he said 2.75 pounds of gold.
So basically, over
3/4 pounds of gold that he refined for himself.
That's like $65,000 ish. No more, probably $75,000 ish.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know what gold is. It's like 1780 last time I looked, and before that when I looked, it was over 1800. And I see silver
nearly breaking 2,000 2 years ago, or was it 3 years ago? It's up nearly 2,000.
Yeah, yeah. And I see silver's dropping again too.
But you were saying, Shark, that the prices were still okay at the scrapyards for the rest of the stuff. Copper and shred and stuff were still good prices.
Yeah, my shred price is holding strong at 10 1/4 cents a pound.
Yeah,
for a couple weeks now.
We're at 14 for shred.
I got 25 cents a kilogram last time.
Yeah. You're always better up there in the Rust Belt than we are down here. So this is the best we've ever seen it down here.
Well, we like to screw you people anyway.
Yeah. Let's see. Gold's 1782-ish right now, an ounce.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't looked in silver forever. What's silver doing?
Ultra pricing has nothing more to do with being able to ship out. It's more or less. Yeah.
Oh, silver's only at 22 and some change, so no big deal there.
I'm gonna send boards to all my smalls, like my RAM, CD-ROM boards. Now Logic boards are now 2 different categories, so that's a pain in the ass.
Yeah, you were saying that for the newer boards, you're getting less money now.
Yeah, because there's less components on them.
Yeah.
So that's another category now. But and it's like, I don't know, what was it, $6 a pound for the lesser one and $13.25 for the better one. So that's a big drop. Where you used to be able to just throw it all in there and get $13 a pound, and everybody was happy. But it's their buyer. It's Board Sort's buyer. That's the way they're doing it now. So
whoever they're selling to it in has decided to change the way they buy them.
Yep. And like batteries, they're going to stop buying batteries here shortly. So I got rid of all mine, thank God.
Well, it's good that you have a Board Sort over there, like, because it makes such a difference on pricing compared to what you get in the scrapyards for this.
Oh yeah.
Wish I had one here. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, if I had one here, I wouldn't be pulling these pins out of these connectors. I'd be just putting all these connectors in a barrel and selling them to Board Sort if they were here in Ireland.
Yeah, why don't you just throw those in a bucket and throw them in your shred pile? It works.
I do.
They will buy them as shred.
I know they buy them as shred, but I'm not going to throw something that has a bit of gold on it away. You see, I'm just like I'm like the leprechaun. I want that pot of gold. The Lucky Charms,
I don't know.
If it's got a glint of gold at all on it, I want it.
I see all these people that put all this stuff on the side and they're never going to do nothing with it. Nothing.
Well, I will. I just shove it in a barrel of acid and let it sit there.
I got all those MLCCs that I'm still taking off of boards and thinking, why?
Well, the thing I have is tantalums, and I don't know what I'm going to do with tantalums because
I also have
tantalums here, and I don't know how to recycle them. So I don't know why I take them off boards.
Yeah.
Take a lot of those little bottles of super glue, put a little drop of super glue on one, stick another one on, put another drop, stick another one on, then go to the side, stick them on, try to make like a really big brick out of the tantalums, and then sell it to someone as biggest tantalum ever. I don't know.
Do you sell your tantalums, Shark, to anyone?
Not yet, but I will.
All right.
Although I'm only pulling the really big, good tantalums that won't downgrade a board. So I'm not pulling every tantalum I see anymore.
And do Board Sort buy tantalums by the pound or?
Yeah.
They do. Okay.
Yeah. So, Mike, do you still find yourself by force of habit trying to pull a crystal every now and then? Yeah, that was a hard one to get over, though.
I got over that.
Used to it. It was like,
I got 45 pounds of those that are going to the shred when I go this week.
yeah.
I'm just
Those
getting rid of them.
oval ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
I stopped taking those off as well.
yeah, I don't take them
Would
off
your
anymore.
refiner not buy them because they have silver in them? Would you not buy them, or do you only buy gold content stuff?
Nobody will buy them. I mean, they have to be really hard to process, I would think. Unless
Yeah.
you
Yeah,
put
it's,
them in
it's a
acid.
metal casing. If it's going to be inside that little casing, it's a pain in the ass to get that
Yeah,
out.
and the silver that's in there is so brittle. You know, I mean, you need so much of it just to get anything to measure. You know,
Yeah. Well,
I mean, unless you put them
it,
in some kind of acid and it dissolves the casing. But yeah, I'm not gonna play with it no more.
Yeah, well, I seen Watchcod done that. Was it Drewscan 999? He done the amount of acid he had to use to get a little bit of silver. Like he probably used 200 quid's worth of acid for $2 of silver.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Yeah. But no, they're all going to the shred. I got a water bottle, 3/4 full. 5-gallon water bottle, 3/4 full of those. All hand picked too.
Yeah.
I still keep the cause like the older boards, you know, you kind of remember they have the gold bottoms on them, you know, the gold plated bottoms.
Yeah.
I picked those off, but you know the other ones, forget it. I don't pick those no more.
You take off the ceramic ones, do you? The gold ones, the ceramic ones.
Yeah, the little square ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I sell those to my refiner.
Yeah.
But I don't pull jumpers off, crystals off. There's a couple other things I don't pull off anymore.
LEDs, I stopped with those.
Yeah, I never.
They
I
have one
messed with
little
them.
gold bonding wire in them.
I got a jar of blue M&Ms that are going in the shred pile too.
Yeah, I stopped with the blue and M&Ms as well because
Yeah.
you have to pay quite good attention because the darker blue ones are actually varistors, which is a variable resistor.
Yeah.
And the slightly lighter blue ones are the actual capacitors. And I've been taking them all off, all different colors, and I got, I don't know how
Yeah,
many.
I got a couple jars of those.
Yeah, it's,
I got like 5 pounds or 5.5 pounds of those MLCCs that I got sending that nitwit up there.
He's asking what my plan is for these. I'm just going to sit these in copper chloride that I have out there. Just old copper chloride that's left over from other gold recovery stuff I was doing. So I'm just going to sit them in there and let that eat away at them over months and months and months and months. And maybe come summertime, I'll have a look in it and see what we're left with. So hopefully they'll have let away the metal bits and left the gold just floating around in it. That's the plan.
I've seen a guy do cell phone boards with vinegar and peroxide.
Yeah, Watchcod done that. I think I seen Estonian scrapper done something with vinegar and thing on one of his videos.
He let it sit like 15 to 20 days or something.
Yeah,
it took it all off, but
yeah. Well, you see, that's why with these, I'm just going to let them sit in the copper chloride because it's just left there from and it'll use up the remainder of the acid that's left in there.
yeah.
And then afterwards, I'll get the copper back out of it again. Then so.
No, I wonder if that would work for like fingers. You know, if it would take that off of there. I mean, yeah, it's gonna take.
Yeah. Copper chloride will take the.
No, the vinegar and peroxide.
Oh, I think it did. I think that's the one Estonian scrapper done. He put fingers in and it took it off.
Because I would do it that way. I just don't want to mess with the chemicals. I have 2 gallons of muriatic acid, brand new gallons, not even open.
Yeah.
You know, what am I going to do with it? Probably dump it down the drain.
Yeah.
it's an environmental hazard.
Now, you know,
Well, you get muriatic acid used for cleaning swimming pools in America, so that didn't.
Yeah, they use it. Yeah, they use it to clean cement and concrete, all that stuff too.
Yeah.
I thought that stuff just gave thumbs up.
But I mean, it dilutes. You know, when you put water in it, dilutes it right away. So
Yeah.
You know, like that's probably one that's people. Muriatic acid isn't the worst acid to be dealing with because, as you said, you put water in it, dilutes it down, stuff like that. But the dangerous stuff is the nitric acid and the sulfuric acid. They're dangerous to be working with.
Yeah, I won't mess with nitric acid.
Well, I do mess with it, but I do it outside now. I don't do it anywhere other than outside.
Yeah, but like I said, I benefit more just selling it outright instead.
Yeah. You make quicker money by getting rid of it, getting it in.
I might take some fingers and just throw them in the vinegar and hydrogen peroxide just to see what happens.
Yeah.
But I can, that you can handle. You don't have all the fumes.
Yeah. But the thing about what this copper chloride, I just leave this outside the bucket of it. It's covered over. I put these pins in it. I let it work away. I'll open it up every so often, stir it around, close it down again, and I just leave it there for a couple of months sitting, and I'll see what'll happen. Should work. It should eat away the metal, and it should just leave me with the gold flakes. That should be the plan. Hopefully, but it could turn into a big pile of mess.
Yeah, I just sell mine electronic scrapper. I don't mess with the refining.
For what? Oh, CPUs? Yeah, I used to do the pinless CPUs. I used to pull the back off and scrape the MLCCs off the center and throw them in there. But yeah, that wasn't even really worth it. Back when I was young and dumb. Now I'm old and dumb.
Well, that's what happens, right? When we first start into this hobby, we see some of these videos with people, talking about getting gold and silver, and we get all excited and we start pulling all this stuff and spending hours doing it, and that's fine if it's a hobby and you're just doing it for the fun and the experiment and the experience. But then after you've been at it for a while, you start to say, "What the hell am I doing?"
Yeah, because
what the hell am I doing? I'll be always doing it.
I've even reached that part. I'm getting rid of all. I'm not taking in any more scrap, or I take in some easy stuff, like plumbing and whatever. But not a lot of stuff. I usually just cut the cord. I'm gonna be off for another 3 weeks somewhere in February, and by the end of that time off, anything that's left is I'm just taking it in for shred, and then I'm hopefully can continue in an apartment that's not a big mess. And maybe at some point actually invite people over again.
Yeah, but I heard that last time when you did clean up your apartment there.
Yes, I did actually quite a lot, but not as much as I wanted. And my neighbor moved in that same period, and I had to help her move. I promised to help her move, not knowing that it was going to be exactly in my time off.
Patrick, I haven't come across that company. If you could find out for me if there is a company buying e-waste, I might be interested in selling to them if the prices are right and they're not just giving shit prices like most people do in Ireland. Like the boys in the scrapyard, they only give you one price for aluminium. They won't give you all the different grades. In the local scrapyards around me, anyhow, they only give you one price for aluminium, whether it's rolled, cans, extruded, or cast aluminium. It's all the same price, which is like just disaster.
Yeah,
they'll give you the cheap price and that's it.
Here's a really weird thing. The yard that I take my non-ferrous material to, they buy my cast aluminum, cast zinc, cast pot metal. They're just throw it all in one bin, just one price for it all. They don't want it separated.
Okay, that's weird.
Yeah, I know. It's so weird.
Yeah.
I think my scrapyards separates all the different types of aluminium and zinc and lead and tin and stuff like that. Yeah. And I don't mean tin shred, but actual tin.
Yeah. Well, my yard's like the dirty cast, clean cast. Then like the wire, we don't have to cut the ends off of it. It's still it's called 40%. So I take all my computer wire, whether it's, hair thin or, power plug, I throw all that all together and I get the same price for it. The only thing that if you want to separate your Cat 5, then yeah, that's a different price. Or machine wiring, the solid core wire.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to separate all that crap.
Ain't got time for that.
I don't have nowhere to store it. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, just my board sort stuff. That's why my basement's so jacked up. When I go to board sort, I have between 25 and 30 different categories that I take down there. So, if you have just figure right there's 25, minimum of 25 different bins that I have to have. But, like when I went this time, I had 4 bins of just large socket motherboards. I had 3 bins of, the metal green. So, you start adding that stuff up. And I mean, I filled up that U-Haul van and I still didn't take it all. I still have stuff here. But yeah, it's just too much to try to pile up. My buddy asked me the other day, how much money you got in your basement? I said, right now in shred price, probably about $8. No, but I mean, I told him, I said, if I had to sit and take everything apart and pile it all up, and then once everything was done, if I took nothing else in and just broke everything down, sorted it out where it had to go between the scrapyard, board sort, and refiner, I probably have over $100,000 sitting down there in just scrap. Because the whole basement, it's both sides of the basement now. It used to just be that one side where you guys always see. Now it's on the other side. I still have stuff in the yard. I still have stuff next door. There's probably $100,000 sitting there at today's prices. But you gotta have time to do it.
Yeah, it's all about the time to do it. It's the thing about it. It's the time to do it. That's why, me being a hobby, it's grand. It's not about thing, but what you guys who are doing it for a living, it's you need to process the stuff, get it out, do this, sort it out, put it into different categories, blah blah blah. It's a lot of work, but it's not as easy.
And then he tells me, "Oh man, well, you're just floating in money." I said, "Yeah," until you start paying taxes and this and this and this. I said, "Guess what? It goes
and
quick."
then you drown in the taxes.
Yeah, I said, it's not all butter. It's you gotta bust your ass and because you gotta have enough to live on. Like I don't pay myself. I just put my money in my LLC and I cut it in half. Like if I go to the scrapyard and I get a $200 load at the scrapyard, 100 goes to my LLC, 100 goes to my bank account. But now if I had to cut, I used to cut whatever I had in half. So 200, half of that would go in the LLC, and then that other 100, half of that I'd put in my pocket, and then the other half would go, in my other bank account. But I don't do that no more. I just cut it down the middle, half and half. Because if you don't have no money going in that LLC, they start to wonder.
You'll be getting a visit.
Now here, I have to actually, like if I take money out of there, I actually have to document what that money's for. Here you have, it can't be for, I'm going out to dinner at the casino. I actually have to fill out a paper where that money's going. But my benefit is I work at home. So I can say, well, I'm paying my light bill, my gas bill, my water bill. So it kind of saves me there. But it's kind of, but I'm thinking about getting rid of it because the insurance is like ridiculous. And I don't need it because I only needed it because I had 2 lawyers' offices that had a bunch of computers for me that my stepson worked at, but I had to have an LLC because they just want to give it to Joe Blow off the street. So, but I have
give away any information that was on it.
Yeah, I mean, I have lawyers' offices, my scrap yards. I have a medical company, computer stores. I have like 15 of those. So I don't need it anymore because I'm established. So, and the insurance is like $2,800 a year. It's expensive.
Yeah, the insurance is rough. Now, do you? Yeah, and then there's the insurance for the car.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But see, like mine, I don't know why, but they wanted, the business insurance, but then they wanted like workman's comp insurance. I said, it's only me, but they wouldn't give it to me unless I did the workman's comp and all that.
So I have to fill out every quarter. I submit my taxes, and when I do the workman's comp, it's like I list myself, I list my salary, 0.
That's what I do.
That's
what I do.
So it's a quarterly paperwork drill.
Mm-hmm.
Anyone who works for themselves, they always pay themselves the lowest pay possible, or if not, then it's just weird. Like where if you work for someone, you'll always be guaranteed a wage, but when you work for yourself, there's no wage really.
No
wage.
No, I mean I don't. I do it as a living, but I don't really value my time because I'm so used to just going and doing it. It's not like I don't have to punch a clock or anything like that. So I just don't value my time. It's a full-time job, but it's still I still consider it kind of a hobby too. But I don't know.
Yeah, I was commenting on somebody's video. I don't remember whose video it was now, but I was commenting on the fact that if you are doing this as a hobby, time doesn't matter. You're just having fun. If you're doing it as a business, then time is important and you have to keep that in consideration. The challenge becomes when they're mixed and you feel the same. You feel like it's your business is your hobby. Right. That's when it gets hard to figure it out.
Yeah, well, like I say, this is a hobby for me. So me sitting here pulling these pins is not costing me anything, or I don't put a figure on. But if I was doing this for a living, I'd be saying, well, how many pins am I pulling out in an hour and whatever? Would I be better off stacking shelves in a shop and earning that amount of money?
Right.
That's the sort of way you have to look at it if you're doing it as a business.
Yeah. Because my buddy asked me, he's like, "Oh, you got rental houses?" So I said, "No." I said, "The money in my rental houses, I don't touch. Each rental house has its own bank account. So at the end of the year, when I got to pay property taxes, and I got to pay for a new rental license, and then I have to pay for rental inspections and repairs and all that. That all comes out of each house. I don't touch that, because that's enough. I said, that don't work like that.
Yeah,
that's a whole separate ballgame there.
But people think if you're on YouTube making videos, you're making hundreds of thousands of pounds as well.
Oh yeah, that's those big bucks.
Yeah, people think you're making loads of money from YouTube. Like as I said, in the last 2 years, I think I may have made about $140 to $200 from YouTube.
Oh well, you're not trying very hard then. I'm making more than that.
Well, that's
I have yet to get my first check.
Shark makes like $5,000 a month on YouTube because he scams everybody.
But
with that cheap ass hot sauce that he actually buys, put a sticker on, and then sells 12 times the price.
Frank, all that is Frank's hot sauce. You can go buy it at the damn store. Put a label on it. And then he's got that cheap ass merchandise shit that falls apart. Can't even blow your nose in it. It's like blowing your nose in a real thin tissue.
That's the best snot rag you ever had. Don't lie.
I don't know if I can get it back now because last time I threw it, it was like way back in the back.
I was going to say Earl's probably sleeping on it.
But by the time I get that back, it'll probably just fall apart. It'll just be all rotted.
Simple man. Yes, Irish. I agree with Mike. He's really licking up to you, isn't he?
He don't agree with nothing I say. Don't even listen to him.
He's really licking up to you there, isn't he?
Yeah.
He really wants his Blue Wrench back.
I'm going to do a 16-hour live stream tomorrow, Simple Man. You going to be there?
You know he will. He'll be there the whole time.
No.
Yeah. He won't go to work tomorrow, Simple Man. He's
I told him last week. I said, I'm going live at 10. He said, well, can you go at 11? It works better for me.
Yeah, that's right.
That was hilarious.
That's better for me.
Yeah. I didn't wait. I went at 10. $120 million from YouTube, 120 views for me. There you go.
Yeah, but some people think if you're on YouTube and you're doing scrapping or whatever, they think you're making a fortune out of it.
No.
You're not. It's costing you money.
The only way you make money on YouTube is if you have a sponsor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's the only way.
If you get to the millions of subscribers.
Yep. Yeah. And when you have people like Simple Man on your panels and stuff, you're going downhill. Him and Shark and frickin' Park Nest, you're gonna get hit with a car. Be careful there, buddy.
It's not going anywhere.
I forgot Park Nest was here.
Yeah.
How could you forget?
Yeah, you're so quiet.
How could you forget? Yeah.
Park Nest is wore out. He's been on 4 panels already today.
Yeah, his throat is
doing a Ralph.
You need to have some tea and honey or something for your throat there, so you can keep up.
He was doing a Ralph, so he was.
That was
Ralph. What?
That's what
that was me yesterday. No, I'm not doing 24 hours.
All the panels. He'd be on like about 10 panels in a day.
I used to do that when I was jobless.
Yeah. Well, that was Park Nest. No.
That was like 2 years ago.
Yeah, you'd see Ralph everywhere.
Yeah.
Everywhere.
It was
I didn't do nothing yesterday, and then I went up on Raphael's panel and I sat and cleaned a bunch of server boards, and then I got done with him, and then I went on Crazy Ann's panel till like 3 a.m. I was like, good God. And then I got up this morning and she was back live again. I was like, you gotta be kidding me, lady. Trying to get me to go up there. I was like, nah, I just woke up.
Raphael done the 5-hour panel stream last night again, didn't he?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Probably didn't get out of bed till 2 o'clock today then.
Yeah.
I think I got out of bed just past noon.
There.
Thanks, Electronic Scrapper. Electronic Scrapper lives right by Board Sort, too.
Oh, yeah, he doesn't live far away from him. That's right.
Yeah. That's what's nice about my refiner. When I go down there, I just pack his box and he meets me there because he only lives like 10 minutes from there. And he actually buys stuff from Board Sort. He actually buys BGAs and all that stuff from him.
Yeah.
Plus, he sells stuff to him. So, yeah, it's so convenient. It's so convenient.
That
Which
is awesome.
I'd rather hand it to him than send it in the mail because the mail system is just a joke.
Yeah.
You know.
I've been pretty
That was
fortunate
way
so
over
far.
5 hours it goes.
I haven't had any trouble with getting stuff. I've used FedEx, UPS, and U.S. Postal Service, and all three of them have delivered. Knock on wood. Right. I think it's the short haul stuff that gets screwed up.
I don't know, because I used to send stuff down to a Romantic, and it would go so far out of the way before, like I sent him a box of hard drives one time, 3 weeks to go from here to Texas. And when he finally got it, it looked like that box was thrown in a volleyball game, run over by 2 high-lows,
Yeah.
I mean, it was tore to hell. But
I sent him a sticker and he never got them, you reckon?
Yeah, like when I send the board sort, or if I do send stuff to my refiner, if I send it on Friday, Monday morning, they have it. 2 days, it's there. I mean, granted, it's only, 4 hours away, but, and it's just like I, package it. There's no damage to it, no nothing. But it seems like the further out you go, the worse off it is.
I knew Raphael wouldn't have got up till 2 o'clock today. I knew it.
Raphael's getting up there now. He's getting a little older. And
I was watching Shark's video this morning. I think it was 6 o'clock in the morning. I was watching his video.
For what?
I was awake and I just put on YouTube. I said, "All right, I'm awake now." And
there are millions and millions and millions of channels on YouTube, and you're going to watch that idiot? Come on.
Well, he was trying to get back to sleep.
Well, that I can understand. I mean, that's like watching Park Nest,
Or Ian Matthews.
Leave it alone.
I haven't got a notification for an Ian Matthews video yet. He usually has one up around this time on a Sunday.
Yeah, leave Ian alone. He's sick.
He had one up earlier today, or 2.
He had 2 up earlier today.
Yeah, so he'll probably not be doing another one. I
think he said he was doing another one. There was another one coming out.
I'm glad he's all right though, because I went through that twice, so it's not a fun thing.
No,
it's not a fun thing. And with him, with him being ill.
Yeah, I do black hair people that pull the Mickey out of them, but in all fairness, I hope he's back to full health by the sooner than later.
But like you said, that alcohol in his system, it's doing him good.
Apparently, yeah.
Ian uploaded 3 minutes ago. There you go, Brezzy. Brezzy, just give me the notification.
Really? Oh, yeah, indeed he did.
Yep.
Taking some of Mac's advice.
On 3 yards. I'll get it on the YouTube side.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, yeah, shit. I did a video today. I never uploaded it. Oh, well. I'll save it for next Sunday. Nobody will know.
Nobody will care.
Right.
Ooh.
I get more views than you do, buddy. No. I do just do it because I like some of the stupid comments I get.
Take a dump. Thanks for the information there, Scrapmugger.
Too much information.
Then I take a dump.
It's amazing what Fox News can motivate people to do.
Gets the bowels moving.
I don't think I've ever watched it.
Probably a lot of
computers back with you after a board sort run. I know a company 10 minutes away from board sort drop off. Huh, that's interesting.
There you go.
It is kind of fun to buy scrap from the scrap yards, process it, turn around and sell it back to them, having made money in the process.
Yeah, but they'll make money again after you processing it. So they're thinking we've made money selling it to him, and we'll make money from what he brings us back, even though we have to pay him a bit more.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I told the owner of my scrapyard. He's a young guy, And they have 3 yards. Well, one is like commercial stuff, like the car plants. It's like all rejected frames. So they have 2 yards that are, for street guys and all that. And I told him, because when I bought that 10,000 pounds of e-waste, he's like, oh, because they're always trying to get me to work there. I was like, why would I work here? And then he's like, yeah, you're probably right, because then what would we do with all this stuff? I said, you would probably pay me with a pallet of freaking towers at the end of the week or something, you know? I said, so. But I told him, I said, look, I said, you're quadrupling your money. Yeah, you know, he's like, well, how do you figure? I said, I'm buying it off of you for, one price. I'm breaking it down. I'm selling you back the metal, the aluminum, the copper, the wire, the extruded. And I said, you're making a killing. I never thought about it like that. I said, yeah. We'll say that's why I'm me and you're you. I said, that's why you just sit in an office and play solitaire all day. And that's just what I do, you know. If it's not e-waste related, it goes right back to the scrapyard. It just broke down and,
Yeah.
So, everybody's, I'm still making money on it and they're still making money on it. So
it's a win-win.
Yeah.
Yeah. And what they're doing is they're buying all the computers. They buy it as breakage. So they're buying it for 15 cents a pound. I'm buying it off of them for 27 cents a pound.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I tell you what, they couldn't pay me enough money to work at these scrapyards.
No. And what's funny is like the scrapyard, like mine, the door, and then you have the scale. Well, their signs are, employees only, don't go beyond this. I walk in there, I walk back in the back of it, and these guys all look like, who is this guy? And the owner always tells them, just leave him alone. Just let him do what he wants to do. Just let him
leave him alone. He bites.
Yeah. And then I always come back. I always come back with a bucket full of stuff. Like circuit breakers and stuff. Yeah, I'm gonna take these. But they do give me a lot of free stuff. They're really cool. Because they have, like, at my yard, it's a corner yard, so it's a small yard. So you don't throw everything on the ground. They put it in metal bins, and then they go and put it on the scale. Well, there's always a line of them there, from previous customers, and I'm always digging through them and picking out this and picking out that, and I'll put it all in a pile, and I'll say, so what do you want for this? He said, just take it. So, I mean, I get a lot of free stuff. The guys are really cool. Yeah, they're really cool with me. So, yeah, we have a good relationship. And, it's funny because, like, I can call, like, my yard manager. I call him on Sundays, Saturdays, and they're not even open on the weekends, and ask him, and he's right there, no problem, bring it in, or a lot of Google that thing. I know there was.
So we'd send a container to board sort from Ireland.
Wow. Yeah, the one yard that I go to, man, they've got this rule. If it hits the ground, it's theirs.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Like all those little brass hammers I have, because everybody always teases me because I'm always using those little brass hammers. Well, I use them to pop the chips off them. But I dug in a thing and I got 8 of those. All different sizes and the nice big round brass heads on them. So I told him, I said, I'll give you $1 a piece for these. He said, just take them. He's like, all right. I said, I'm just going to go cut the brass off and sell you the brass, but which I did. I kept them all. But yeah, I mean, they said, I can call him and say, hey, do you have a couple electric motors, you want to get rid of? And they'll sell them to me for, a few pennies over what they paid for them. But our motors are like 38 cents a pound right now for electric motors.
Yeah, we're doing good here too. Let me see. But again, I mean, your prices up there are always going to be better than yours down here.
Right.
Well, I hate to use such a definitive term, but Rust Belt prices tend to be better than the South.
Now, your copper prices are higher than ours.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, our number 2 is only like $2.64 a pound.
Oh, let's see. What did I get?
Look on your spreadsheet.
Yep, copper. That's what I'm doing. Copper number 2. Yeah, $3.42 a pound.
Yeah, but I don't sell a lot of copper, so I don't know what it is now. When I go there tomorrow or Tuesday, I'll see what it is.
Okay, well, I'm approaching my 3 hours, so I'm going to go around and ask people what they're doing for the week ahead. So, Shark, what's your plan for the week ahead?
Monday and Friday will be some street scraps, and Wednesday will be, I haven't recorded anything yet for Wednesday, but it'll be some sort of e-waste computer thing.
That's the plan. Parky, what's your story for the week?
I've got a video coming out on Friday. It's the Volvo where I replaced the centre vent.
Okay.
So it was a bit damaged, so I got a replacement.
Okay.
That's it. And then after that, I've run out of content. Yeah, I've run out of content after that.
Well, you'll have to get the drone out and do some drone flying again, and we can see how we get on with that. Ralph, anything coming?
Not likely. I don't know. I'm too busy with all kinds of stuff.
Gaming, in other words.
A little of that too, yeah.
Panel whore. I've been doing a bit of gaming
No,
myself.
not really. I haven't been on that many. I'm on Raphael's. I'm on here, and that's about it in the week. Sometimes I might hop on somewhere else, but not that often anymore. I'm trying to spend as much of my free time I have now to prepare for the 3 weeks I'm going to be off, so that I can actually get rid of stuff.
So you're breaking stuff down to get rid of it.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. Mike, what's your story for the week? Are you going live tomorrow, did you say?
I'm breaking stuff down to get rid of it.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I'll probably go live tomorrow, but I just got a scrapyard run to do and just keep going, doing what I'm doing.
Okay.
Got to get it cleaned up.
That's fair enough. If I'm around tomorrow, I'm sure I'll pop into your live if I'm not doing anything when you're live, because your times do be different hours, so to try and get the times that suit. But anyhow, I won't be like Simperman. I won't tell you to go on a certain time.
No, I know. And try to avoid any video pop-ups from Shark. You know, I should just block that guy. Get it over with.
Yeah, get it over with. It's gone 11 o'clock anyhow, so I'm going to say it's 11 o'clock Irish time. So I've done 3 hours live. I've scrapped out a rake of pins, and Mike didn't have a heart attack with me doing it beside him, so it's all good. So again, thanks to everyone who's been up and everyone that came on the panel and everyone that chatted.
Thanks for us up.
And have a good week, and I'll see you next Sunday, hopefully. And I'll probably see you on a few panels between now and then.
Yeah, no doubt.
Bye-bye.
Take care, guys.
Bye.